Who the heck is Pep Talks?
I'm not gay, but I fantasize about Marco Rubio. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Let's eradicate the Kung Flu. I'm literally coming. Pep Talks. Pep Talks.
Who the heck is Pep Talk?
They want our women. They want our children.
Pep Talks.
Sometimes no means yes. Grab them by the
Pep Talk.
Grab them by the Marco Rubio. Obama is a racist.
Pep Talks.
I'm literally coming. I'm
Pep
literally coming.
Pep Talks.
We found weapons of mass
Pep Talks.
destruction. My fellow Americans, it has been confirmed today from Pep Talks that we are indeed all high on politics.
Yo, good afternoon, everybody. Today we had to start at 4:20. Well, 4:02. Technically. All right, so we got some technicalities in there. What's up, Zach? How you doing? Are you doing better than yesterday, bro? Also, looking into that truck. Yeah, no, you might be all right there. I did actually discuss this with somebody that I used to do some business with, and yeah, in New York, apparently they went, like, you should have been able to just get the title from the auction house, so they had to send out for a salvage title, which your friend, whoever bought it, they should have known about, like, when they bought the car, and they should have told you about that, but just a heads up. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day. I hope that everything is going better. Also, were you able to work today, man? Or is your truck still in the shop? Because, yeah, I can't remember. Is it your truck that's in the shop? That's the reason? Still? No. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, brother, but either way, you're dying of boredom. All right, yeah, you know, when you're restless and you're used to, like, going out and doing stuff, it's rough. Like, I had my driver's license suspended for a while. I won't go too deep into it. It's a little embarrassing because, yes, I had that situation where I got caught driving on a suspended, which I do not recommend doing. Because if you guys want to compound your losses and also compound the time, that's a good way to do it. I was very young. I was very stupid. I mean, we could argue that I'm still, but that's for another time. I don't go out. All I do is work. Well, I mean, as I said, we were tackling this a little bit yesterday. So you may not have hobbies, which you... Just by the merit of watching Twitch, you do have a hobby. Your hobby is just kind of depressing. You watch online content, which, hey, I appreciate having you here, but it is also well, you know what? You watch online content that you react with. I have special respect that people, like, go to smaller streams and they interact the way you do, where, you know, you're not bad faith. We can have disagreements and you still, yeah, but hey, only people I talk to, I hate big streams. Yeah, the big streams are, I don't know, man. Although, hey, watch it. So are you saying that you hope I never get big? Wait a minute, I see how this is. But yeah, so I should probably address the fact that technically I'm early, but I'm also late. So usually on Thursdays, I'm not sure if you know this, Zach, I tend to stream around either 6 p.m. my time or 8 p.m. my time. So it's very rare for me to actually be here within the 4 o'clock hour. But oh god, this Epstein stuff is not going away, and I love it. I have to say real quick that Trump is pissed. Like, watching how pissed off he is, we did a good amount of that yesterday because we replayed how many times him just going, "We're still talking about this. We're still come on, guys." But I love how many people are now analyzing that. There was this, I forgot where I saw him. It was either CNN or something, but it was a FBI profiler who he just broke down the body language, and he was just like, okay, so we, in all seriousness, he said, in all seriousness, we need to compare Donald Trump lying to a child lying, because he was just like, there is no difference. What up, Joe? How you doing? Good to see you, bro. Fist bumps to the bro. Hell yeah, man. Joe, you have been a part of this community for a long time. Now, I'm not trying to pressure nobody, but I did a little tweaking with my tier list as far as my mild through spicy tiering, so made it very accessible to you guys. I hope that you guys are able to get a membership and be part of the members only content that's coming out, because yeah, this is you're good. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that it was kind of funny, like the timing, just how it worked out, where I started making all of these like little members only shorts, and also kind of just toying with like what I can do to give you guys a little bit, of your again, like your make the members only tier worth it. I'll just be honest, like, because I'll be real with you guys, when I first set it up, I didn't really know what I was doing. I thought I had to have 3 tiers, which apparently I don't. So that should be corrected within the next week or two, whenever YouTube decides to actually edit my frickin' channel. I seriously put that through like a week ago now. And it's still there. Yeah. Okay, so that sucks. But yeah, just so you know, guys know, I'm one of the cheaper ones on YouTube here, so it really helps out the channel. And like I was just saying, you guys will be getting exclusive shorts and like IRL content. I was thinking about doing like a Pep Talks Cribs just for members. So if you guys are interested in doing all that, then you know what to do. Head over to the that little $. Oh, shh. Would help if I actually had my monetization on. Wow. I'm very professional. This is the part that honestly I am a little uncomfortable with, is doing the whole self-promotion thing. So they got up to 20 days. Wait. Here we go. My van's in the garage for electrical starting issues. I don't go up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. It's a dealership that sold the truck to an auction. Even the auction people said they should have had the title already. It should have never. No, the thing is, it shouldn't have been able to go. Like, what auction? How do you know if it was a Mannheim auction house? There's no way. There's no, like, okay, so Mannheim auctions are the ones that are essentially like the closest you can get to getting like a certified pre-owned. They work with all like the the bigger dealerships all around the country. They also work with like CarMaxes and stuff like that. So that's why I'm saying like that should have never been able to hit the line unless it had like, unless the dealership filed an application. No, that's what happened. No, that's exactly what happened. I'm right. Sorry, I'm not even trying to like do the contrarian, like, oh no, I think that this is no, it's they applied for a salvage title and that's what's happening. So sup, Pep? 710, everyone. Yeah. So the original owner, whoever had the truck, whether it be the dealership or like a private owner, they lost the title. So they had to go through the Secretary of State, and they were already in the process of it. That's why it's 20 days instead of the standard. God, you're lucky. It could be up to 60 days to get a salvage title. So you're again, it's not the worst thing to happen, but it should have never been able to go through and been on the auction line. But technically, yeah. My birthday is tomorrow. Everyone gets a free Slurpee. My treat. Johnny, dude, you just okay. My dad's birthday, right, is on the 3rd. I mentioned that, I think, but of July. So it's hilarious how like my entire, like, I can't say my entire, but I was too old. I hate to admit this, where I was like 6 or 7. And I remember I was at school and I just brought it up, or I was just like, yeah, it's kind of nice that everybody kind of celebrates my dad's birthday. Because like I told him about my neighborhood doing fireworks, and just like I knew what the 4th of July was, but I thought the neighborhood ones were for my dad. He was very convincing. So you literally just did that to me. That's very funny. The free Slurpee, though. Thank you for the reminder. That's free Slurpee Friday. Hell yeah. Also, happy fucking birthday, dude. Might have to, if you're in the chat tomorrow, have to get the everybody here to type out happy birthday, and I'll do a copyright-friendly rendition of it. Oh, wait, I don't have to worry about that. Never mind. Silly. Outrun, putt run. Wait, I used to ride my bike to Super America gas station to make the putt run arcade game, or to play the putt run arcade game, or outrun arcade game. Okay. Now I heard that Michael Bay is making an Outrun movie. Interesting. You live long enough. Yeah, no shit. It is interesting what they're making into movies now, where you're just like, wow, they really ran out of properties, huh? They're gunning for any IP that has like the slightest bit of familiarity. They're milking that nostalgia wave as much as they can. I'm about to contribute to it. I'm about to go watch, the Superman movie tonight. That's why I decided to start this stream a little bit earlier. Well, for a Thursday stream. I can't wait. Like, I'm really excited. Where's the Pac-Man movie? It's coming. I thought they were making it. Did you not see the Pac-Man short on Amazon? It's in Secret Level. I think it was like episode 9. It's actually good. It's crazy. Like, it's not what you think it would be. So just go in knowing that it's like very odd. But like I was saying before, I'll check it out. Hell yeah. Secret Level is good, by the way. The Mega Man one was fucking peak. I loved it. I just wish they would have had more ready to go, because man, it's that good. Where like, and it does that. I hate stuff that sets things up, and they do the tease where they're just like, and this could be cool. It's like, oh, come on. Mega Man is a solid game series. It is. It's one of my favorites. I enjoy playing that game. I'm not very good at it, though. I'm one of the ones that, like, I have a buddy that's really, really good at it, and I'm jealous of how good he is of it. But he laughs. He's just like, man, if I was as bad at this as you, I would never play this game. It's like, hey. Contra movie's been in development forever. Yeah, Contra's great. No, that game is... I had a lot of fun with that game. Did I ever beat that game? I don't know. I don't think I did. That game was always so hard, especially if you were like playing by yourself. No Grok for talks? No. Why would I use Grok? Pitfall could be a fun movie. I think they were also developing that too. I kind of remember reading about like some of the stuff. Either way, we'll see. Could you imagine if they make a... Oh, God. Oh God, what are they? Not hill climbers. Shit. Not mountain climbers. It's they're in Super Smash Bros. Oh fuck. I forgot what they're called. New update's insane. Check it out. Oh, yay. No, I'm good on that. Mountaineers. Was that it? No, ice climbers. It's called ice climbers. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, private chat. I appreciate that. You know, I usually am not into showing any type of AI movie or like video, but somebody posted in the Discord a video of the Trump response to the Epstein questions, and they're all babies. It's hilarious. It's massive news. I heard about it. Yeah, Robo Hitler. I got it, dude. I got it. Yes, Grok. He turned Grok into an even more messed up place. So, surprise. Or well, X into a more messed up place. But either way. Ease away. Yeah, ice climbers. That was it. That was it, Johnny. I want a boat. Man, you really are just all over the place. I want a boat. I want a boat. Just go get a paddle. Well, no, you're in Florida. Do not get a paddle boat. Never mind. Do not take my advice. Who? Elon. You're buying myself a boat in a few months. A houseboat in Florida? It's not exactly a smart place to do that, but okay. You want to be the guy with the friend with the boat? Yeah. That's who you want to be. You want to be, yeah, exactly. You want to have a friend with a boat. You don't want to own a boat. My dad actually said that. He said that he would always just be like, yeah, you know what boat stands for? About another 1,000. It's one of the more Midwestern jokes because it's just like, well, technically it's about. It's like, nah, not how we say it. You know how many people I want to be on a boat right now? I can't make that happen. Wait, what? How many people say I want to be on a boat right now but can't make that happen? Who gives a shit? I could make that happen, and the thing is I don't want to. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Oh, God. Jet skis are fun. I like jet skis, but it's just, I have to go out and do things. I do more friends. I mean, listen, I am one of those people. Actually, there he is. What up? What up, Kaz? How you doing, man? Going to see Superman tonight. It's gonna be fun. No more manic. Okay, well, it seems like it does seem like you're just bored like doing the window shopping. You're kind of like my wife, where it's just like, what are you doing? Oh, just shopping. You look and she's looking at Zillow. It's like, are you planning on moving? No. It's like, oh. Carry on. I have no idea what she's doing, but I will just let that one okay. But yes, as I was saying, to kind of pivot this conversation, I'm going to see Superman tonight. I am very excited. Got a ticket to the first showing around here, so yeah, I wasn't kidding when I accidentally, I'm not sure how many of you were here for this, when I watched the trailer and I got my very first Warner Brothers copyright strike. Well, not a strike, hit. Not a hit. To be completely clear, I have not had a single strike on this channel. Knock on wood. I have only had the warnings where they're just like, you need to take this down. They're pretty lenient, I have to say. Like they could be a lot worse with it. So as much as you hear people bitch about it, and even myself sometimes, realistically. They could be worse. I need hobbies. Y'all give me recommendations. Do you like fishing? I mean, no. Fishing for you would be boring as hell. I hate fishing because it's boring as hell. So, like, I can... Weird how I can just go, nah. That's not exciting. No, it's not. I think Superman 3 was the last Superman I saw. Really? You never saw the one where he threw the nukes into the sun? No kidding. Okay. Huh. I thought everybody has seen that. I just thought that was part of the American lexicon at this point. It's like, we all just accepted that they had a really bad Superman movie with Christopher Reeves, and they were just like, we're not going to make another one of those for a while. Nuclear Man. Oh, God. That was his name. Oh, God. I forgot about... Yeah, his name was Nuclear Man. Yikes. God, but they had Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor in that one, though. It was all right. You need adrenaline. Well, hiking could be adrenaline-based. I'd say get one of those nice mountain bikes. Oh, that could actually be good for you. Because you do have a lot of those, not mountain, Appalachian paths, like, if you wanted to go hit those. That could be fun. I'm getting back into biking, finally. It's been years. I have a bike trail right next to me, too. I tried fishing, it's very boring. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. Hiking is adrenaline, just keep moving. That's exactly it. Yeah. Like, hiking's fun, but you could also, I don't know. If you're not experienced, you could easily get into trouble hiking. I've had it happen. I've had the scary, I don't know where I am. Thank God I found a trail, and I was just like, tragic hilling bombs. It's really... I mean, you could luge. Why don't you luge? Hunting is exciting? No, it's not. Hunting's boring as shit. What are you talking about? Sitting in a hunting blind? Yo, no, that's... No, it's not. I don't like it. I have never... I'm not into hunting. I'm really not. I'd rather do, if I was, let's put it this way, if we were in, like, ye old timey days, I'd probably, like, be a farmer or a, forager. That's what I do. I do, like, berry foraging. Caveman days. Grow up. Evolve, homie. It's time. Go eat some frozen chicken wings from your air fryer, and then be happy. Stop with this. I crave to go back to nature. Gardening. I actually love gardening. I'm not unironically, bro. Like, yes, I like gardening for other reasons, and I'm good at it because I kind of did this thing where I was like, I could grow that, but maybe I could grow other stuff. And turns out I can. It is very funny how unironically I am very good at growing peppers. Like, I got a knack for it. It's I probably, like, the older I get here, I should really at least think about having, like, a little farm cart that's just called Pep's Peppers, and I don't know, set up in, the little farmer's market that we occasionally have. Oh, actually, it's not occasionally. It's just early every weekend, and I don't go because it's, like, early. They shut that thing down by, like, 9 o'clock. It's insane. Like, what the hell? But I know I'm supposed to be a proper adult and wake up. Okay, so this Hassan thing, I want to talk about this a little bit because I need to understand what happened, and I think, Sylvie, are you here? Because I know that you might know. Does anybody know, or was anybody watching when he pulled the straps on his stream? Because I need 2 questions answered. Number one, did he point it at the camera? Number two, from my, like, it looked like there was never any, like, aggression outside of him going, like, or something like that. Which I don't see that as being overtly, like, threatening. So, this is the type of person I am doing 130 high. Stop that. You need to stop. Well, again, you just need to stop that. Why? Like, why are you toying with that? Because it's not you I actually care about in that regard. It's other people. You're putting so many other people's lives at risk by doing that. That's a very dumb thing to do. Like, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad everybody else is okay, but, you know, there's a reason Paul Walker ain't here. I was just talking to my therapist about this, to be, you know, in my 20s and invincible. Man, that mindset. Paul Walker was a bat. What? What do you mean? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's just open up a whole can of worms here. What do you mean Paul Walker was a bad man? That's dating a 16-year-old in his 30s? Oh, I didn't know that. Really? Oh. Yeah, okay. That's rough. Not that I was a fan of him in any way. Like, I'm not exactly going out of my way to go and watch Paul Walker or, you know, Fast and the Furious. He was in a good cop movie, I remember, where I was just like, I remember watching it and being like, oh, that was actually pretty good. I think I said this yesterday, but if you haven't already checked out Sinners, definitely give that a shot. I enjoyed the hell out of it. But I also love blues music and vampire movies, so it was kind of like right up my alley. All right. Cage diving with great white sharks would, yeah, there you go. No, there you go. Because you can actually do that. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? This could be a fun hobby for you. I'm not sure how, like, close you live to, like, any of the bridges, but you could do this thing where they do, like, drone recon. It's like an underwater drone type of thing, and they kind of see what's down there, and if there's, you know, a whole bunch of stuff, they go down and they it's like treasure hunting. That could be fun. That could be a lot of fun, actually. Like, see, I don't like necessarily doing scuba diving. I've told the story here. I went scuba diving. It was a terrible fucking time. I backed out because I didn't realize how cold Lake Michigan was. So I decided to stay on the boat for the duration of the dive, which I didn't realize was about 2.5 hours. So, and I had nothing out there, and I was cold. God, it was one of the most miserable days I've ever had in my life. So, just so you know, it's not exactly how it's cracked up to be. Because he wasn't wearing... Wait. Jesus Christ. Wow. Funny, but also, holy crap. You never tried it? Yeah. I hate it. I liked snorkeling. Snorkeling was fun. There's more of a degree of, like, control there. Man. I gotta say, like, I have absolutely no desire to go out and do that again. The funniest part was when I was training to do the actual dive, they had, like, this pool place. That was cool. Like, just being in a little, like, swimming pool with some diving gear, that was cool. And that's where I was like, oh, you know, temperature controlled. I appreciated that. I have to say, man, they did not prepare me for how cold that shit was. I cannot overstate how fucking cold it was. It just such a shock to the system. And I probably saved my life that day because I did have that moment where I was just like, dude, my body's seizing. Like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. Lake Superior is freezing. I was in Lake Michigan, but yeah, it was probably just as cold. And this was in the middle of summer. That was the craziest part. I was just like, how? How is it this cold? Like, sitting there chattering my teeth on the freaking deck. Oh, God, that was such a miserable day. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to relive that anymore. I got a ticket and had to go to court for no seatbelt. Yeah. Seatbelts infringe on our rights? No, they don't. Stop being dumb. Oh, my God. No. You do not have the right to become a freaking projectile. Actually, no. You know what? The whole in this argument is that driving's a privilege. So no, you do not have the right to just drive without a seatbelt. They've actually proven that this, I thought they did a constitutionality test on this, and this is why federal seatbelt laws are a thing. That's also why they have federal safety standards. That's why your car, especially if you have a newer car, will ding at you unless you're like my friend who fucking took that out. They have devices, but I will tell you this right now. You get caught with one of those, you can do hard time. Hard time. Especially if you are found liable for a fatal car crash. God forbid. But yeah, man, just be safer. Come on. I really am just like, I'm Uncle Pepper here, you know, but I'm here to help, guys. I'm here to help. And also, I'm dead serious. If driving is a privilege, why aren't cities walkable? I actually live in one of the most walkable cities in America, so but that's a good question. That's a good question. Why did they sprawl out into the suburbs? Why did they make it something that you essentially have to have if you're in your position? Because realistically, you're from New York, bro. Like, come on. You should know, of all people, that you don't necessarily need a car. You could go, seriously. New York is what? I would actually call New York almost just as walkable, if not more Nah. Wait a minute. Because you can actually get out to our suburbs. Nope. Hold on. Because, you can only get out to, Long Island? Although, wait. Damn it. Where's, Bloodstone for this? Bloodstone's our resident New Jerseyan. You're from New York, not NYC? You've never... Really? You are from New York and you never went to the city? That's insane. Wow. That's seriously, me growing up in the suburbs and never going downtown, growing up. And that was essentially what happened. Because, yeah, I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. I admit that. Fucking... I learned the difference. Western New York, upstate. So what? More by western. Are you by the border? Over by Buffalo? Countryside, hunting 24/7 farms. Yeah, farm. Yeah. All right, that sounds like Southern Illinois. Okay, so Buffalo's technically your city. Okay, I got you. Well, okay. Just gonna say that, America. Yeah. What up, Nate? How you doing? Glad to see you. Also, as you guys pop in here, you know what to do. Hit that like button and all that fun stuff. And like I said, consider a membership or a Prime subscription. I could, use the boost. Go Bills! Go Sabres! God, the Sabres have been you want to talk about a team that has screwed up multiple draft picks where you're just how did you do that? and then you what was that guy? Not Austin was it Austin Matthews? You're right. I'm just telling. As somebody who watches the drafts specifically because we're in the rebuild era, watching you guys just biff multiple first round picks it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. But it's funny. Gonna say. You live very close to New York, Ottawa. Oh, nice. We have... God. Where the fuck? I was in southern Illinois, and I was like, wait a minute. Sicily. I think it was Sicily. And I was just like, wait, we have a Sicily? Hold on. I didn't know that. Have you heard of stories of people saving themselves due to not having... Yeah, and it's all bullshit. Yeah. The one where... I've also heard the ones where it's like having a helmet is it makes you so much more likely to decapitate yourself. You know what? I've heard these arguments enough to like look into them. They're all bullshit. They're all bullshit from the same babies that, like, during COVID were like, don't tell me to put a mask on. No, it's literally you guys don't like being told what to do, and that's just the crux of it. It's a severely antisocial behavior, which more people are apt to be right now, specifically with social media being what it is. Like, Zach, I'm not trying to put you on the burner here, but for real, think about this. Like, you don't have any IRL friends. You are self-admittedly antisocial. Wilson, New York. Robin has a question for you, Zach. Also, welcome, Robin. Hi. How you doing? I'm in a little bit of a goofy mood today because, yeah, I didn't really do any prep. I hate to say this, but it's true. I wasn't planning on necessarily doing a stream. So... But I'm going to be hanging out until about, let's see, 7:30? What time is my movie? 8:10. All right, shit. Yeah, so about 7:30. I got IRL friends. Then what are you... You just said that you're not, like... You visit them every weekend? Okay. And what do they have to say about any of this? I don't know. I try to not let my friends like do the antisocial stuff, but I drink and party with them every weekend. Oh, you just got off work. Hell yeah. Awesome. We don't talk, we party. They buy me cigs. That seems like a very transactional Give me 1 second. Here, I need to text this guy. I totally forgot. All right, there we go. It's the second time this guy's called me, and I was just like, you know what? This can all be taken care of with a text message. People walking around with dust masks to try and not get people sick is insane. Again, at the time that it was, like, when the part that I'm still gonna argue to this day that made them assholes was the fact that it was a novel thing, so it could have been like the zombie virus that we thought it was. We didn't know, you know? And the fact that as many people were dying at the very beginning as they were, you know, I thought I was getting a car stream today. Yeah, I decided to do a few full out, because the thing is, I could have either done like 1 hour of car stream, or I could come on here and do like 2 to 3 hours down here. So, figured why not. But sorry. You know what? I'll do the car stream. Fuck it. There we go. There's one of the first ones. I'll do an experimental car stream, but it's gonna be members only, guys. So there we go. This is where I was a little concerned about this, or I'm like, oh guys. Yeah, you don't wrap your PP in a napkin as a condom. Yes, it's very much the same. Whatever, man. It was stupid. The thing is, it's the whole reason, like, all I needed was, the reasoning that I needed was, like, would you be comfortable with the surgeon not having a mask? I'd be like, no, I wouldn't. So, plain and simple. And the other thing is, it was never that big of a pain in the ass. The biggest pain in the ass it ever was when, like, somewhere didn't have AC. Yeah, that fucking sucked. But realistically, no, it was just a bunch of baby bullshit. Pep X Jones car stream special. Well, see, this is the thing. I feel like Matt Walsh. Like I'm going. Like I really am showing my age if I'm doing a car stream at that point. Come on, man. Like, God, even Hassan was making fun of Alex Jones doing a car stream the other day. So it's like, come on. Like I don't want to play into the fact that I am, damn near 40. God, it's really fun. I realized that I am I'm damn near 10 years older than a lot of like the dad streamers out there, or like the dad fluencers or whatever the fuck you call them. It really kind of got to me where I was like, wait a minute. Huh. Whatever. You got Uncle Pep here. Zach, you were closer to Buffalo or Rochester. I always love when you guys find each other here with your localities. It's like when Chi-Town Deke gets in here, and I'm just like, yo, what up, dude? I just found out that we're getting a... So we have this really, really good hot dog dash beef stand that is pretty exclusive. Yeah, I just found out that they're going to be doing like a little cart here soon, so it's going to be fun. Really? Okay, so here. Let's pull this up. Parrot. MAGA is legit turning on Trump to the point where I don't even have to really look for this. Oh, wait a minute. Turn Superman woke. Okay, so I really, really want to do this, but... Oh my god, it's Dean Cain too? Oh, this would be so appropriate. Because Dean Cain sucks. But the thing is, they're showing too much Superman content, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Glenn Greenwald eviscerated by teen on Twitter. Okay, so... What? Oh, did I really? Crap. Hold on, guys. I lost my history here. Oh, no! Oh! Cleared that. Damn it. I got a will set up due to work and being threatened with it. I want to be buried in North Rose. Okay, everyone I knew from Rochester would complain about Kodak. I was living in Western. You're getting buried? Wait. No ways. My family has like plots of land, and I'm just like, eh. Who cares? Like, although you're talking to somebody that does technically have his mother on his mantle, so trust me. I want to be no coffin. Oh, you want to do... Okay, yeah. I was talking to my wife about that, actually, like doing like the mushroom suit. They also, yeah, they have a place where you can, essentially, yeah, donate your body as feed. Put you in a compost. Like, that's literally what they do. They put you in a compost. Like, it's like a compost garden, and then they just lift the thing after you deteriorate after so long. Creepy, right? It is actually kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, guys. Like, my YouTube history... I did this really stupid thing. I cleared my cache, and now all my YouTube history fucking reset. Ah! Hold on. I have to go back. This should work. Hold on. Yes, it worked. All right, cool. Here. So we have some updates on the Hassan Orbiter drama, which we're going to be getting to the end of that, I swear, because I'm getting bored with it personally, because it's kind of like going in circles at this point, but there are a few new updates that we need to go over and see if just how serious it is. Also, it's a legal mindset video that I'm going to snap at. The more I watch of this guy's content, the more I have realized that he really is a condescending schmuck. Like, I gotta be careful, guys. I might be defaming him, and he might come after me for, because I called him a schmuck. Because, like, he's one of those types of lawyers where he's just like, well, I can find a prefix here where, or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. Come roast me, Mr. Lawyer Man. All I can say is that he's kind of a dork, and the fact that he would even try to claim defamation when all Hassan did was call him a fake lawyer, which he's a YouTube lawyer, dude. Like, technically, that is a fair assessment. Also, I think that still is classified under free speech, because, like, here's the thing. He can't really prove that him being called a fake lawyer cost him any money. He's actually the one who brought up the point about Ethan Klein needing to have a very specific amount of money that he can prove that he lost in order to even claim that he had lost money. So it's weird when he does, like, the lawyer drama content. And on top of it, he's also one of these assholes that's like, I don't even know who these people are, but he knows the ins and outs of their stream. Like Denims. Like, he has a special crush on Denims, which, hey, you know what? Fair. But he's got a hate boner for her, which is gross. Just gonna say, the guys that do that shit, that's why they, like, Ethan has the accusations being, like, hurled at him that he has, where it's like, hey, you are targeting the women. The Sean the Black one, that was so funny. Actually, speaking of, I forgot, I need to just send him a message. I got something from him where it was like, is that what happens when you, like, knock on someone's channel or something like that? Like, it's just like, do you want to collaborate? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I grown in 5K population town, still didn't know anyone, didn't care about drama. Yeah. Employed a lot of people in Rochester until they were seen. Well, yeah, see, that's the other thing about like living in a small town that kind of sucks, is like, all the families. I think it's because she only exists to lie and defame people. Well, there's no there's no defamation. There's no defamation there. Like, she's not getting taken to court over defamation. So, if you want to use the term defaming, then you might want to have a legal standard for that. She's a fucking drama streamer, dude. Honestly. It's one of those situations where, you can hate her all you want, but you do have to just admit, it's like, yeah, this is kind of her content. This is where I have to say, like, I'm so neutral on this one where I don't really watch her content. I, obviously enjoy Hassan a little bit, especially more than Ethan, so it's like, I'm going to pivot that way. But I'm trying to be as objective about this as I possibly can be and just say, no, she really, her, Frogan, and Casey Tron, the reason that they are getting focused on is not because they are women. It is really because they have a slam dunk case against them. And that sucks. That sucks. And it really pisses me off that they do, because now there was this little bit of me, and I'll admit it, where I was kind of like, "Ooh, look, this guy Legal Mindset knows what he's talking about because he's fair and balanced." Yeah, he's as agenda free TV. It's bad over there, guys. By the way, for defamation, you got to know what you're saying. What you're saying is fake. So Hassan saying he is not a real lawyer is okay until Legal Mindset said he is a real lawyer. So now if Hassan says it again, he can be sued for defamation. Well, no. There needs to be proof of malice. There needs to be proof of, trust me, man, especially as a public figure. No, it's not what you think it is, man. It really isn't. Go ahead. Try and prosecute any of this in your own life, even, like if you can find somebody that defamed you. Good luck. Good luck not getting laughed out of court. It's funny, the one case that people were using to prove me wrong was Trump versus like ABC or CBS or whatever, or Viacom. That's what it was. Yeah, it turns out that they settled, so it wasn't even there was no case. There's no verdict. They just decided, hey, we're gonna pay you off so you don't come after us. Which, I still got my thoughts on that one. I'll be real. I'm not a public figure. Saying he is a fake lawyer could cost Legal Mindset potential clients. Again, you'd have to be able to prove it. You literally have to have a collection of people in comments and like people just saying, I was going to use this guy until X. But without further ado,
let's get started here with LawTube versus Hassan. And this is something I thought up after pretty much most of LawTube has commented on this. Now, I know there are a few members of LawTube that have not, and I'm not going to say that all of LawTube agrees with me or, all of LawTube endorses me, but enough have commented that I can say the general consensus of LawTube is X, right? And I think that's
the general consensus of LawTube.
Fair.
Cool. So you literally just took the long way of just being like, I'm going to speak for all of LawTube right now.
At least of the people that consider themselves part of LawTube as a greater thing. Not as a collective entity, but as a group of individuals that stream on legal topics. And for those that don't know what LawTube is generally...
Oh, you also want to know how his son can easily take care of that. He's allegedly a fake lawyer.
The legal streamers or the legal video makers on YouTube.
Come after me.
Now, that can be a broader definition. That can be a more narrow definition. But generally, people that are out there educating people and entertaining people related to legal topics. There are lots of different channels out there that are doing legal streaming. A lot of them focus on criminal streaming. So,
let's be real. The ones that have like views right now are the ones like him covering Johnny Somali and the fucking stupid stuff.
They'll focus on trials. They'll focus on
wait. No. What's that one case that was really big right now? The cop wife. I forgot her name.
Murder case or whatever else, right? Many of them were doing the Reed trial recently. And there'll be other trials that they cover in the future. And while I will sometimes cover court cases that are of personal interest,
thank you, Meta. I am prepping
spicy,
right now.
I don't always do that.
Wife.
Many other channels do that better than indeed I do. And one of the beautiful things about LawTube, one of the things that's really awesome is every single lawyer within this has their own specialty. They all have their own thing that they're really good at.
Yeah.
Their thing they know.
You know what he actually does? He's an immigration lawyer in Asia. So he can help you, get citizenship if you want to move to Asia.
A lot about.
The king
and
of law,
sort of like having a law firm. at a law firm,
Which
especially
this asshole, like, how dare he besmirch the actual king of LawTube? Legal.
a big law firm, you have different senior partners that are special at different things, and then have different.
Like this guy, I have watched this already, and I'll just say this: at one point, he starts talking about numbers and things like that.
Focus.
Yeah, just
And
remember
that's
that
one of the
I got
great things I find
I got
about
something
this
to pull up here.
community is that you can turn to a person who perhaps has more niche knowledge than you in that area if it's of their area of specialty. So I think that's a pretty cool thing. It's a really cool thing. And one thing that's really amazing is that we can always disagree on legal stuff and still be cool with each other, which is always very nice. I do enjoy that. Let's get into it. Okay, the Hassan Orbital lawsuit. So this is something that's really shocking.
Unanimous agreement amongst lawyers. The very first one, he kind of debunked because he was just like, I mean, of the ones that I've seen, because, again, conveniently omitting the ones who don't agree with him. I'm sure that there are plenty, and I'm sure there's even smaller ones. Did he actually do any research on this one? No. He had 4 fucking friends that were just like, I agree with you, man. Hassan's cooked.
To me, and something that I was
I bet you were all like in law school together in Florida. Would not doubt it.
surprised about is that there is unanimous agreement amongst lawyers. So I have not seen a single lawyer on the internet, and I've looked over the past week, that is said, or 2 weeks.
And this is the thing. Like, I'm not a lawyer, and I technically agree with the assessment. It's just kind of ballsy for him to be like, it's unanimously agreed upon.
Actually,
Take it to fucking court then, and then test the merits of it.
that is said that
God, this is the thing about the law, and like I've always hated about lawyers, is they try it, like they are just as invested in you not knowing that it's honestly pretty easy to understand.
any of the orbiters, that's Denham's, Casey Tron, Frogan, even Sean the Black, even though he's not being sued. We're going to get to him. Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. We're getting to Sean the Black.
I can't believe he's
I haven't
going
seen
after
anybody say
Sean,
they're gonna
which is really
win
funny.
on the merits.
Although, he
Not one
said something about Sean that
You know how many
let me check here.
lawyers like to, you know how many lawyers like to disagree with each other and think they're going to win, that, you know, we're going to argue the other side or argue, you know, devil's
Sean.
advocate.
All right.
I have not
Here we
seen
go.
one that's to say, nope, this is looking good for them. Now, of course, there's no guarantee, which is my second one. There's no guarantee. But Ethan Klein clearly has a legal upper hand, right? So obviously, there's never 100% shot, but all of them have said it doesn't look good for the orbiters at the very least. And that's saying something. That's definitely saying something.
Yes. Actual malice.
Someone brought up, I think there's, someone brought up someone who was defending the orbiters, but the only defense I've heard of the orbiters, and there's one, you know, minor, there's one minor character, and he did not actually say they were going to win on the merit.
God, his hair plug sucks so bad.
From what I heard, all he said was the system was broken, and it's a systemic
Either that or he just has one of the most unfortunate hairlines ever.
problem, and it's not fair that people with a lot of money win. That's not saying they're going to win on the merits. So he did not say that they're going to win in court. What he said was the system's not fair. And that's just being contrarian to be contrarian. And that's being a
Is it? That's just being contrarian to be contrarian? So you don't have a problem with the fact that guys can just buy their way into a verdict that they want? Yeah. Quintessential lawyer, guys.
emotional to be emotional. And that's not
You do
what lawyers
understand
should
that this
do.
is the like
So,
this guy is
yeah,
kind of
that's
like like he's proving like the whole reason why when everybody like going back to Shakespeare's times has always made the joke of first the lawyers.
That's a very, it's funny, but it's not going to win in court, right? It's not going to win in court. Okay. Damages could very well sink the creators forever. The legal funds won't help. So the legal funds are not going to really help these creators because number one, they're probably not even enough to pay for the lawyers. And number two, even if they have a legal fund, and even if that funds their defense, and they lose, which they probably
Airline like the McDonald's arches.
will,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Not loving it.
they're going to be done. They're going to have a lot of their assets at risk for a very long time. It's not going to be good for Denham's, Frogan, or Casey Tron at all whatsoever. So I think the damages are something they should be very, very worried about. And
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You're full of it.
I don't think
right, yeah,
even
that's
Daddy
better.
Hassan is going to be able to financially bail them out from how deep of a hole they're going to get into. And last, and this is a great one, Sean the Black got lucky he's a nobody. So Ethan Klein had talked about suing Sean DeBlack. And I had no idea who this guy was. I didn't even know what the hell happened.
Okay. Yeah, this is where I'm getting a little bothered. I didn't know who you were until fucking 3 weeks ago, dude.
Want
to talk about relevance?
Was accused, I guess Ethan was accused of being a misogynist, I guess, because he only sued women. So he wanted to throw Sean the Black in there. He was dead to rights in terms of what he did. I'm going to show you one, and this is just one instance in his overall reaction video where he clearly said something very incriminating. So let's leave this. Let's pull this up here.
Bro, you can't just say like, oh, everybody's loving it because you sent your audience to go like the video. And then like for the
Everybody go follow Sean over on Twitch if you haven't already.
most part, people just genuinely aren't watching the video on the main video feed. You know what I mean? The only people watching the video on the video
He has rated me one time.
feed are the people who like the video. Everybody else has decided to not give it views and watch it
Yeah, no, he did. He's just as bad.
everywhere
I will
else,
say
you know what
that
I mean?
it is just as egregious. And honestly, when they kind of said they were going after him, I was like, oh shit, that really, because he's that next step where I'm like, oh, they really could come after small streamers at this point.
So right there, he said the magic words. Everybody else has decided to not give it views and watch it elsewhere. And the only reason, right, is because this guy has like 17K subs.
That's funny how you had to cut that in half. He has 31.6K subs on Twitch, which I'm not sure if you know anything about this, but
And this video got 8K views. That's nothing. That's a joke, right? He's got 17K subs. That's a nobody. That's nothing. That's a joke. This video got 8K views. That's nothing. It's not worth Ethan Klein going after him because he's really so broke and so puny, right? So I think he just got lucky, generally, that he wasn't sued because
yeah, with all the money from being the head of LawTube, you'd think he'd be able to afford better hair.
it really wasn't worth it. And Ethan was like, look, I've already got
Well, I mean, he talks about his, tropical vacations while, literally living in Thailand.
3 lawsuits. I'm already,
It's like, dude, okay, we get it.
paying my
But you know what they also, there is a reason that there's a joke where there's a meme going around right now with a clip from the first episode of Walking Dead where it's just like, I know what kind of man you are.
lawyers enough.
When
Do I
Bro
really wanna
says
pay-
he's going to Thailand for the food and culture.
Pay my lawyers another, $50,000, $100,000 to go after this extra guy. And when he's kind of penniless, and he's kind of a loser, he's kind of
Penniless loser. He's a penniless loser with 31K on Twitch. But yeah, see, that's the other thing here where it's just like, where's the defamation? Oh, are you worried about this? Is there actual malice here? You fucking twat.
a nobody. Probably no. So I think that was probably the decision that came down the
Looks like someone's sweet chin music to him and his eye just kind of went, eh.
the pike regarding Sean
Usually, again, the only time that you hear me making fun of someone's physical appearance is when they truly just suck as a person.
the Black, even though a lot of his statements just as incriminating as Denham's and Frogan and Casey Tron, and would put him in a similar position to those other folks. So we
Where's his channel dropping a bit?
talked about the orbiters,
He
right?
won't be penniless.
And how they're screwed. Let's talk about Hassan again, because I want to go over some
Hey,
things, and then we're also going to go over after this some
I could use some of that help there, Mr. Meta.
defenses people brought up. So
Or,
bring
Or I don't know.
brandishing
I'm
what
sorry, I don't know
appears
your
to be a
pronouns, but
weapon
hey.
with the
Wait
intent
a
to
minute.
intimidate violates California law.
What am I doing
And I
here?
want to reinforce that it doesn't matter whether it's an airsoft
I'm rich.
or not. So a lot of people
Thank you for the bit.
really care about it being airsoft. It doesn't matter. When you look at the California statute, which we
That's two. That's two.
looked at before, but I'm going to look at it again. When you look at
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean,
653.2, which is right here,
2 pennies. I haven't had this much money in years.
it doesn't matter what it is.
Giving you my 2 cents now. Oh god damn it! How did I miss the obvious joke there?
If you have the intent
was wonderful.
to place
Good
another
job.
person in reasonable fear,
He objectively analyzed that people were watching the video largely elsewhere, literally did nothing wrong. Exactly.
and
No, again, it's the actual malice part, which I will give some of this so with taking this to court, and I have watched more than his take on this. I watched, God, I forgot what's the other guy's fucking name? I'll pull up his channel and link it in the chat here, but yeah, he was saying essentially the same stuff that he was, but he was being way more fair, where he truly does not know anything about this drama, but I guess enough people had asked him about it, and he was just like, so there's this internet case that's going on, and he talked about it from the merit of Ethan setting the precedent of what we have now for fair use, and he said that that's why the judge will look at this and take it very seriously, because they already had a successful verdict that has established case precedents. So now the fact that they have clear-cut intent behind what they were saying and they admitted it, this is where, again, most, sorry, I hate to agree with this asshole, this is where most law tubers are saying that they'd be very smart to settle and not to go to trial, because this really could do more damage down the road, not just to, smaller streamers, but Twitch. And that's where people were kind of throwing around well, maybe Twitch will get behind them. I'm like, well, we'll see.
then
Because that's the big thing. It depends on how far this gets taken.
you publish their image, right? Such as their digital image of that person, even a public image. This is a big deal.
A digital image of another person. Wait. Personal identifying information, including but not limited to a digital image of another person.
Because a lot of people,
It says nowhere about public.
especially when we get to the next
Again, if he's a public figure, then this is also going to fall within the we have a little bit of a different realm here.
one, think it has to be a private image. No, any digital image, even a public one, even their Facebook profile, even their Instagram.
Is this true? Wait, so if you use my Facebook profile and I don't give you permission for anything that is malicious, I could essentially sue you?
When you publish that with the intent to intimidate, you violate
Intent to intimidate. We're on to the pew pew thing. Got
California law. And I know
it. Okay.
that this
Brandishing
doesn't
what appears
constitute
is with intent to intimidate violates California law.
what the
Did he point it directly at the camera? Sylvie, you might know this better than me. Well, you do know this better than me. I'm asking you directly.
regular person would call doxing.
Did he point it directly at the camera? Because from my recollection, all he did was he clicked him and just kind of tapped him.
Showing a public profile.
If he did point it at the camera, I will say this, that so in Illinois, we have a law that doing this at anybody can fall under this
Can be
and can be interpreted as a threatening act.
impermissible if you're doing it with the intent to intimidate.
Yeah, he did, because it was in frame. No, it doesn't matter if it's in frame. He has to be he has to be just It has to be like a "I'm coming for you" and then like an overt pointing.
Threaten. And that
He waved it and it kind of went at the camera, but he never explicitly pointed at the camera.
that's what Hassan was doing. So while most people will not consider this doxing because it's public information,
No, it's public information, and the thing is, it didn't lead to anybody like finding him.
it is
Itty bitty,
indeed criminal.
itty bitty.
And once again, even showing public information,
How are you?
if you do it with the
Oh my god. That's the first time that I've seen a chatter name dash joke that I really wish I could have told, like, and this is weird, where
intent, if
I could have been like, "Hey mom, this is
you
hilarious,"
do it with the threatening,
because she was always like mad that the itty bitty titty committee. Like I remember her the first time I learned that, she was just like, "I am never ever gonna be okay with that." I was just like, "Why?"
that's a problem.
She was just like, "Because it was thrown around in high school." I was just like,
that's
"Mm."
definitely a problem. This prevents people from pulling up public pictures,
If you really thought he'd have a case, he would have filed it by now.
and
Yeah.
saying whatever they want to say about it and being like, "Hey, go get this guy,"
No, he's not going to file it.
right?
No, he's hoping that somebody else does. This is where I will say this. He may not be a fake lawyer, but he's a lazy one.
Which essentially, if you think about it,
I mean, he's doing this on vacation, like whatever. And he at one point tries to cop out and just be like, "Yeah, whatever. I already got bookings. I'm trying to cover Johnny Somali." It's like, can you come back to the United States? Like, wait a minute. Are you running from something? I'm getting this vibe that if you come back here, something's waiting for you. I'm just getting this vibe.
with Hassan's large
This is all
audience, him
alleged.
pulling up a photo and going in on a guy while he's holding a
From
gun
someone.
is sending a message to his audience
Well, you know, my sense of humor is superior to everyone
that
else's.
they need to go get this guy. That something needs to
Wow.
happen to this guy. Just saying. It's the intent. It's the
That was said with some Kirk-like balls.
intent that makes the difference. So the
God, if you're actually Kirk, that's funny.
the turning here is the state of mind. And what was the state of mind? And I think it's pretty clear. It wasn't a happy-go-lucky state of mind. We'll say that. We'll say that.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is something that people brought up, and this is a very good point.
Legal
if
issues.
It was an airsoft gun.
Legal issues.
because
Again,
people were saying
who has filed anything against Hassan? Oh, what's going on here?
it's an airsoft gun.
You
I don't
outed
believe
me.
it was an airsoft gun.
Damn
but
it.
Let's pretend it was an airsoft gun. Then apparently modification is illegal under SB 199, which is
Man.
California law. I did not know this.
You gotta work on it, guy.
I did not know this. This is something I learned, right? Thank you, chat. Thank you, commenters. Thank you, people who email me. Apparently, even if it was an airsoft gun, it was illegal to modify it in California, which
Whoa.
Once
Yeah, it's
again,
actually illegal to do that here too.
Hassan should thank the great state of California because pretty much, many of these laws are only California laws, right? Or specific California laws, right?
You know what he's not putting up here? What the penalties are. Notice how and he's not talking about how a judge would react to having this filed.
But California requires that orange tip. Let's continue here. So obviously, there's more
I'll
information
work on my
and more
tactics.
defenses and stuff that was brought up.
What's up, man?
One thing I want to bring up real quick, and this is a good one, because some people brought this incident up. If you don't know, this is obviously more critical here. And he has let's say
He's brandishing a weapon, folks.
incident. He had an incident with Sneeko. I had the video pulled up, but I pulled it down and closed it at some point. But if you remember, Sneeko threatened him, and Sneeko was talking about clips. He's like, "Oh, look at these clips." So what Most Critical did was, in true Florida man fashion, much like myself, said, "You idiot, these are not clips, these are mags. This is a magazine," right? And he showed him that, and he educated him on that. He was doing an educational, and this
Well, Hassan was doing an education he was doing it for educational purposes. He was educating this guy that, he may not want to fuck with him.
I'll put this one up. Educational demonstration using a weapon for reference. There was no threat there. So when people say, "What about
Dude.
Penguin Zero? What about Moist Critical?" No, 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 no,
Your
no, no.
Honor, I was
No.
educating
He didn't
him,
threaten
you
them.
know.
He just showed that Sneeko was an idiot and didn't know what he was talking about.
This is the barrel. This is your head.
Right?
Hey,
And educated him on,
you've been educated.
gun terminology. That's not a threat, right? So anybody who brought that up is, what about this guy? And by the way,
I mean, at this point, you do realize that it's gonna because of stuff like this, it's gonna have in Minecraft. I said in Minecraft, Your Honor. To be fair, come on.
I
It
love the
falls within fair use.
what aboutisms. It's great. There was no threat there. If you find education threatening, that's your problem.
Wait, really? Really? Because you could interpret it as him actually slapping the thing in. Yeah, you could.
Right? And maybe
You could.
that's Hassan's problem too. Hassan
It's weird how you're willing to not really be critical of Moist.
finds my education threatening.
guys,
to him.
I can't. I got to stream. That was too much.
I'm sorry, Hassan. I'm just trying to help you
Got
learn and
him.
grow. I'm trying to teach you big words. Big words like this.
This is ultimately concern trolling. Yeah, it is.
vexatious
No one's gonna actually do anything or actually cares. No.
You know-
Well, he doesn't even care. He's doing. Look at this cheesy smiling motherfucker. He's just. I'm getting boosts from the drama. I mean, here, let's be real. In the context, because I want to be fair here. When he was talking about the nothing. Well, he's a nothing. Think about this. He's got 300,000 legal 3 million 3.73 million followers. Holy cajones. Holy camole. Wait, tamale. I don't know. Holy cannoli. Yeah, that works for now.
the word you don't know how to use.
Holy
Yeah,
Toledo.
we're gonna teach you big words, Hassan. You can be a big boy.
Yeah, see, he really just doesn't like his son, and there's something about that, which it's almost like, what's he not like about him? What's he not like about him? Would it be his politics? Would it be the fact that he's a little bit of a bro, that he really does actually, he has an actual audience of, you've mentioned it, over 1.7, Holy Bot
Learn
Farm.
how to speak English
Yeah.
properly. So let's talk about
Yeah. Even to get to his, 300,000.
Hassan.
Holy Bot
Okay.
Farm Batman.
So in case you don't know, this is Hassan with his friends on Trash Taste. So he visited Japan
He's a lawyer in the Hassan anti-establishment,
as a
enough said. Yep.
tourist. As a tourist, right? And he talked about moving to Japan. But one thing is that Hassan, unlike many other people, and this is a little educational immigration law and moving to other countries, particularly moving to Asia segment here, is that Hassan has no ability to be a long-term resident elsewhere. His buddy Connor, Sea Dog VA, he's a long-term resident of Japan. He's an expatriate. He works for an agency, so he has a long-term work visa. He had to go through a criminal background check. He had to go through lots of other vetting by Japan. So he's good, and Japan wants him here long-term.
Hassan has the opportunity to do the funniest thing and actually move to Japan just to prove him wrong.
Then we have
That'd
our
be
buddy
very funny.
Ramsey Khalid Ismail. So Ramsey Khalid Ismail
It's hell of a
came
commitment,
in
but
as a
that'd be funny.
tourist to Japan. He did not have a long-term visa. He just had a tourist exemption. And he came in under this tourist exemption, no background check, no criminal background check, unlike Sea Dog, because long-term residents have to have this.
Well, he's also missing the fact that Hassan is a dual citizen.
He came in
So, he has different. He's not just an
became a tourist.
American.
That became a criminal. So he was arrested. He was officially a criminal in Japan. He's banned from the country for 5 years. Now, Hassan is not yet a criminal,
Only 5 years for all the shit that he was doing.
but he's
really?
only a tourist.
That's
and he
kinda
will
funny.
always be a tourist because of two things. First of all, his association with questionable individuals. So he had his global entry revoked. So you have to clear a pretty extensive background check to get global entry? Global entry. That's an expedited entry whenever you enter the country after traveling abroad. But beyond that, the one real reason why he could never make it abroad and why Hassan will have to stay in California for the rest of his days is because Japanese defamation. You would never be able to move to Japan. Because in Japan, defamation is both criminal and civil. And under Article 230, it prohibits publicly defaming another person by alleging facts. So all of this streaming that Hassan does, he nonstop defames people. And there's no defense for that that's going to work for him. Because
What's he even getting at? Why does any of this matter?
in order
None.
to
Nothing.
defend yourself,
He's being a catty bitch because he lives in Asia and he's just like, nanner, nanner, boo, boo. I lived in Japan. You're not going to. He. Like, he really is just like a catty, insecure little bitch. Because think about it. He brought up numbers. He brought up how this one, he was like talking about like this other guy being smaller and like a nothing. But for real, dude, like this is ridiculous.
in Japan,
A longer video, yeah.
you have to
Yeah, he wants a longer video for ad revenue.
allege true
I mean, he was doing this for a stream, so.
facts in
But at the same time, like, he's doing the lawyer thing where he's stretching, and this is where, like, you know, some judges hate this
the
shit.
public interest for the public benefit. So, for example, that would be
But no, it's literally a nanner boo boo.
covering like a criminal case or covering like big news. But you do not have a right to call somebody names without a reasonable basis for that. So Hassan will never be able to live anywhere in Asia, much less Japan.
All right. Yeah. Notice how and that was it. Like, that was the big video. Because, like, that was his, like, fast facts version of his stream where he was just like, I'm going to boil this down to what? To what? Hassan can't move to Japan just because, like, arbitrary reasons. Again, he is a immigration attorney, so he does have a little bit of expertise there. I will give him that. But realistically, the criminal record thing, he doesn't have a criminal record. So that's pretty easy because he's assuming that he's going to have a criminal record based on this guy trying to go after him, which I don't think it's going to work, guys. Hassan talks about how he plans to stay in America to keep up the fight, so it doesn't matter. Well, this was also, so at the end there, he was talking about how Hassan's not going anywhere. He's going to have to live in America with everybody else. Again, what a prick. No, he doesn't. He can move to Turkey anytime he wants. So I don't understand what this guy really is just on some, like, drama shit. And I hope that his numbers dwindle. You know what? I'm going to unsubscribe from him. Fuck him. I'm done with him. As I said, as I wrap up the drama here, we can just deal with that. Glenn Greenwald had a moment where apparently he finally is going against Mr. Trump. But here, we got this. The hell? That was weird. Hold on, guys. Why is YouTube, like, acting up right now? The hell? Hassan should just reply MAGA style. Why would we want to live in Japan when I live in the greatest country in the history of Earth? Hell yeah, America. Yep. This is only 25 minutes long. All right, maybe I can do that here. That's if YouTube decides to work today. the hell is going on?
All right, guys. So it took
Here we go.
MAGA a full day, but after the full day, they landed on their spin when it comes to Trump and the Epstein
Here we
files.
go. I was about to
As
say.
you know, Trump was basically like, "There's nothing to see here. Everybody look away." He made the DOJ and the FBI come out and say, Epstein was like nothing. He didn't blackmail anybody. He definitely killed himself. He doesn't even have a client list. This is what Trump made the DOJ and FBI say. The reason he did that is, of course, because he's in the Epstein files and he was Epstein's best friend for a decade, as Epstein literally said on audio tape. And at first, the right was scrambling. MAGA was scrambling. They were like, shit, yeah, we were kind of betrayed here. Like, that was the vibe. The vibe was, yeah, this is sort of fucked up and we were kind of betrayed here. But as I always tell you guys, give it a sec. Give it a sec. They'll find their way.
Wait, ice raids
right
going
back to
on
Daddy,
in this
and that's
farm
exactly
in SoCal?
what they did.
Do
So
they have a
it took them
live
day,
shot of it?
But they landed on some specific lines of argument. Okay, so let's start with this one. Alex Jones initially was kind of critical, said he was going to throw up, started crying over the Epstein betrayal. Now he's out there saying this. Ready? Exclusive. Judge Joe Brown believes that Trump is using the Epstein files to blackmail the deep state to surrender.
Oh my
Are
god.
you fucking kidding
What?
me, dog?
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
This is fucking wild. Holy shit. Dude, now you're just as complicit. Oh my god, he's just as complicit. He is so complicit in, like...
Are you kidding me?
The AP has it?
Trump
okay,
is
here.
blackmailing the deep state to surrender. So I, of course, tweeted this with this meme. We went from super copium to hyper copium. These people are not okay. These people are not okay. I got more for you. Ready? Alex Jones. Exclusive analysis. Was Epstein video evidence destroyed by the Biden administration? Roger Stone claims that Kash Patel is telling the truth, not covering up crimes, because the Epstein files and hard drives no longer exist. Trump is blackmailing the deep state. That's one line of argument. The other line of argument, actually, it's the Democrats. The Democrats destroyed the Epstein files. That's what they did. It was the Democrats. We also have this. Alex Jones, breaking. The Epstein jail cell security footage is missing a full minute. This is a setup to make the Trump administration look
Now
guilty
we're at
of a
blackmailing
cover-up.
the Meep
Who
state.
edited
Yep.
the tape? This is what I'm trying to tell you. They always work backwards from their conclusion. They are in a cult. It doesn't matter how cut and dry and
Jewish
obvious
guy
and
with
black
the
and white
blue
the
hair
evidence
speaking
is,
fast.
that their guy is the baddie. Their guy is the Epstein client. Their guy has all the dirt in the world on him. It doesn't matter. They do mental gymnastics and mental jujitsu and find a way to say, oh, obviously he's being set up and it's the people around him that are screwing it over. And actually it was the Democrats and it's got nothing to do with him. And here we go. That's what's happening.
You do your thing. Oh,
So when
thank
I
you,
said it was
Ragnar.
a
I
cult,
appreciate that.
I was right. It's a fucking cult. This is how a cult acts. You couldn't get a more
It is.
You couldn't get a more
It is.
straightforward scenario. The guy who was Epstein's best friend for a decade.
This
has
reminds
countless dirt
me
on
of
him.
when evangelical. Actually, they're going through this right now. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard the band The Newsboys, but it's also the lead singer of DC Talk. So he is one of the largest recording artists in all of Christian music, who got accused and credibly so of being a predator. So there's this whole thing happening where before he's even gone to before he's even talked to the police, before anything has had the chance to even see an actual court, these churches are getting together and they're just saying, hey, we forgive you. Like, they're doing this, and they have always done this. Like, when I was a kid, there was this one guy, he got caught screwing a 14-year-old girl from the congregation, and they welcomed him back with open arms. Yes, he was not a pastor, but he could still come to church. And they did this thing where they're just like, it's because we are so forgiving. It's just like, would you let him hang with your daughter? Oh, no. That'd be a bridge too far.
There's pictures, there's videos of him. That guy who flew on Epstein's jet 7 times.
Like, this is exactly what that is. And when he said cult, boom.
Down and says, oh, there's nothing to see here with the Epstein thing. Let's move on.
Yep.
And they're like, I wonder why he's saying that. It can't be because he's
Another
guilty.
flood watch?
It must be something else.
No.
All
Really?
right, I'm still not done. Here you have another right-winger, Will Chamberlain, which, by the way, hilarious name. not
God
to be
damn
confused
it. Hold on, guys.
with Wilt Chamberlain.
This got a flood watch
but Will
fucking
says,
warning.
not even an ounce of intellectual humility. He's saying this in response to Sagar and Tucker doing a podcast where they basically are like, yeah, the Trump administration is lying to us. I will point out,
Okay, so it's not. Oh
yet
shit!
again, they
No,
kind
it
of
is
walk
going
on
to hit our
eggshells around
neighborhood.
Trump in
Oh
particular.
no!
But they're more than willing to say the administration is misleading us, or Kash Patel, or Dan Bongino, or Pam Bondi, or whatever. But anyway, even that's not good enough. The tiptoeing around naming the
Once in 500 years, my ass.
actual heart of the matter, Trump, they tiptoe around him. Not good enough. Will says, not even an ounce of intellectual humility here. What if Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, people we all respected enormously, people Tucker
Okay, so this is going to hit me in about 10 minutes.
interviewed, are
We'll see.
telling the truth.
Oh god.
That doesn't mean Epstein wasn't a spy or that any of your other conspiracy theories aren't true. It just means that Kash and Dan do not have any evidence of that. Why would you assume they are lying?
Oh, I missed the Tim
They've got
Pepper redeem. My bad.
decade-long
Sorry about
records
that.
of being straight shooters and getting to the bottom of serious wrongdoing. They are our
He's sitting here worried about flooding. He believes in global warming. You would. Why? Why would you do this? I'm going to pull up a radar just to placate to this little weakling. He doesn't know how to take care of himself. He's gonna need me for moral support. He's gonna run outside or run upstairs hugging me. I know it, and I can't. You gotta get me out of here, guys. Please send Tim Pool to help me. Beanie Brother, come get me.
guys.
Get fucked.
This is right-wing brainworms to the max.
All right, yeah, I gotta
these
hold on. I'm gonna pull up
people.
my radar here.
They can't mislead anybody. They can't lie. They can't bullshit. I like them. I'm friends with them. I've watched them. They can't. I know them. How can anybody I know do something wrong? It just
Talk about how it was a
so
1 in a 1,000
childish.
year
I
rainfall.
mean, this is like fall for the wallet inspector type shit is what we're looking at here. That's what this is. All right, then we got Tim Pool and Mike Cernovich. So Timcast News tweets, Mike Cernovich is absolutely right. Kash, Dan, and Pam are being discredited over Jeffrey Epstein evidence that was buried years ago. Here's what they say.
Kash and Dan are being largely discredited as well as Pam Bondi. So I have no idea what this is or what's really going on. I think the best estimate, the best estimate is, I think Cernovich was saying this. What do you think they were doing the past several years? The reason there's no evidence is not that Pam and Kash and Dan are covering it up.
It's very important. He is speaking facts. You must respect the facts.
It's that the Democrats covered it up a long time ago.
So let's be clear. Here we have a scenario
His
where
beanie's
Democrats,
majestic.
liberals, and leftists.
The majestic
Nobody has
beanie.
ever been proven more correct
Kick
in the
flip.
history of the world than Democrats, liberals, and leftists in this incident, in this instance, who said, yeah, we all know Bill Clinton's in Epstein. Of course, there's pictures. We've seen it. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. And we all admit that. Nobody's playing hide the ball when it comes to Bill. When it comes to Slick Willie. We're all like, yeah, guilty. But then we're also like, Trump's obviously in the Epstein files too. Duh. There's countless pictures and videos of him with Epstein. He was best friends with him for 10 years. He got all this dirt. And we are so right, and they can't help but say, I blame the Democrats. How? How do you blame the Democrats? You want to talk about zero evidence? The zero evidence thing is that this was covered up by Democrats. It's being covered up right now
This is gonna
by the
slam our
entire Trump
neighborhood.
regime.
Fuck. All right.
So this is their spin.
I just got another warning from our alderman.
So some people in MAGA are willing to say, I'm done with Pam Bondi and
Okay.
Kash
Hold on,
Patel and
guys.
Dan Bongino. Some do that, but even those people are not blaming Trump. So that is wildly cucked cult shit. Then you have a lot of
Marengo.
other people saying, it's
It's like 60 miles away from me.
the Democrats, actually. And then you have people saying, Trump is actually blackmailing the deep state. Like, and I haven't even dropped the biggest bomb on y'all yet. Wait until I get to the biggest bomb. The worst cope you've ever seen in your life. Wait for it. It's coming. This is just a little appetizer, son. I'm just giving you a little appetizer. Just a little nibble here. But this is all over the internet, all over social media, is right-wingers coping and seething and spinning everything and just obliterating their credibility. But you have to understand something. They never cared about the truth. Right-wing politics is never about trying to find the truth. They are fascist propagandists with a narrative, and they go back to that narrative come hell or high water. It is storytelling is what it is. Storytelling and protecting the club. That's what it is. It's got nothing to do with actually finding the reality of the situation. Okay, here's another one for you. Insurrection Barbie. Big MAGA account. I'm not saying we need to move on from Epstein. I want to see accountability for
Insurrection,
everything.
Barbie.
What I am saying is that Epstein is not the
That's
end-all
kinda creative.
and be-all
I'll give her that.
defining moment of the Trump presidency, like people on here are making it out to be. So you can sell you some more rage and make money. Yeah, of course. Oh, it's the people who are telling the truth. They're the ones who are, trying to make money. Not the MAGA influencers who are desperately trying to hang on to their relevance and defend daddy, like you. It's not the reason why I would support President Trump or not support President Trump. Oh, interesting. So if Trump's in the Epstein files, as he is, that's okay. But if Bill Clinton's in it, oh, terrible, Democrats are evil. It's important, but so is 100,000 other things. What I'm saying is that perspective, nuance, patience, and common sense need to make a comeback and fast. What we're witnessing here is the least nuanced situation in history, where the bloated orange president is outed as a fredophile. She's like, we need nuance. Nuance about...
Unfortunately, I am in a bit of a... Like, I'm on a hill, but not like the type of hill that fully protects me. And yes, I unfortunately... got another one.
What?
Here. If I lose stream, guys, just so you know, that means power outage because it's slamming us.
Where's the nuance in fredophilia? Where's the nuance in Trump being blackmailed by Mossad?
I'm gonna run upstairs.
Ain't no nuance, bitch. Laura Loomer. I hope Trump realizes what...
Actually, here, I don't want to miss this, so give me 1 second. I just have to go and do a quick preparation here. I just gotta make sure some stuff's locked down. Holy shit. Yeah. All right.
What an effing liar
I'll be lucky if I don't lose power.
Pam Bondi is. She's useless, covering for pedophiles and never arresting
Americans and their
criminals.
common power outages. Yeah,
Laura,
shit.
Pam Bondi is just doing what Trump told her to do. Trump is the one. He's the president. The buck stops with him. He went to Pam Bondi. He went to Kash Patel, and he said, clean this shit up. Say,
apologies for the delay. Yeah, it's...
there is no client list. Say, there are no pictures and videos. Say, he didn't
I think that I might lose, like, all my plans tonight.
Mail
This
anybody.
sucks.
Go out there and clean it up and say, we found nothing. We're moving on. That came from Trump because Trump is guilty. He's in the files. He was best friends with Epstein, and now I'm starting to think maybe he's the one who offed him because he was president when Epstein was being held in a federal prison. But see, that's what I'm saying. The furthest any of them are willing to go is to say, I blame Pam Bondi for all of this. Like, they don't have an honest bone in their bodies. It's like they have
Wait, it's in Sandwich? Wait, is it moving south then?
fucking mental block on
I
blaming
mean,
Trump.
it says that it's moving towards the lake.
And this is why, look, guys, this is why the specifics matter when you hear them talking. Sometimes they say things, and you get the vibe of like, oh, is that a criticism of Trump? No, it's not. Because they never fucking say his name. Even when Joe Rogan's like, bro, we shouldn't get rid of due process. That seems like a bad idea. He's one of those people who will
Now it's saying that I'm going to be in like a
criticize a Trump idea without mentioning Trump.
little
Why do
round
you think
area
he's doing
around it.
that? They are all pussies, and they all want to stay in the club. We also have this one, Megyn Kelly.
That's true.
I trust Dan Bongino. Oh, my God.
Dude, so they're already caving. Everybody in right... So, man,
Famous
Jesus
last
Christ.
words.
We had
I
one day
trust
of
Dan
excitement,
Bongino.
and then everybody got a phone call from the Trump administration.
And I trust him not to actively mislead me or you. However, Pam Bondi has definitely made multiple inconsistent statements, and I'm sorry, but she does not deserve the benefit of my good opinion, and I'm not prepared to give it to her. Always got to be some fall guy not named Donald Trump. And the reason why Megyn Kelly is saying I trust Bongino is because she personally knows him, so he gets a pass, but Pam Bondi, she takes the fall, again, even though this all comes directly from Trump. All right, now we have some MAGA pundits losing their shit over this. Let's watch.
This is supposed to be about the most transparent administration ever.
What on earth is going on? Was Pam Bondi set up by deep state FBI career officials? Is she stupid? Is she so click-thirsty?
She looks like something out of a Gap commercial.
She got out over her skis trying to make news, being a Fox News star.
All about Pam Bondi, Pam Bondi, Pam Bondi, Pam Bondi, not
Great freeze frame.
Donald Trump.
But all those videos are saying, yeah, she's seen the videos, it's all coming out, and then now it doesn't exist. I mean, what? What?
The Jeffrey Epstein case, you do not know all the details of this thing, I promise. There are a lot of really obviously powerful people. This part you know, but the specific names we may not.
There were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable.
What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
Man, we have watched these. I have watched this compilation of videos at least 6 times now.
The Epstein client list.
I think we all have.
The Attorney General said she had on her desk.
Well, I think if you go back and look at what the Attorney General said in that interview, which was on your network, on Fox News.
Quote.
Go ahead.
John Roberts said, DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen? And she said, it's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yes, she was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. That's what the Attorney General was referring to, and I'll let her speak for that.
This seems like unforgivable behavior. How could she give us those phase 1 binders that contains nothing?
It's Trump, not Pam Bondi. I almost feel bad for Pam Bondi.
I don't. But at the same time, like, come on, guys. Like, I'm getting kind of tired of the fact that, like, they constantly do this. And then they're like, we're not in a cult. We just never criticize the one guy who should totally be criticized. And on top of it, I mean, if I listened to one of his speeches and just compared it to a Biden speech, I'd start to realize, maybe he is losing his a step here. Maybe he is.
Which is a crazy thing to say because she's a fascist piece of shit just like the rest of them. But this is what they do to try to cover for daddy.
Out the cover sheet that she made, the most transparent administration in history, and tell us that the SDNY had the real goods. The binder was just proof of a deep state cover-up.
All right, I'm going to just leave this running for this one.
Only to now say, sorry, there's nothing. If I'm President Trump, I wouldn't tolerate it.
She's doing exactly what he wants.
She's a liability to him. She's not worth it.
He's a liability to him. All right, ready? And now I got the final boss of MAGA cope for you. If you're working out, standing, doing something, don't. Go sit down. I'll give you a couple seconds. Look for the nearest chair. Sit down. Relax. Take a deep breath. Maybe grab some Xanax. I hope you got some Xanax nearby because this one hits hard, dog. But let me say, final boss of MAGA cope, but this person also happens to be the most honest Trump supporter. Ready? So somebody says, of course Trump was an Epstein client. Everyone who is not in a cult knows that. Then this person, Nancy, says, they know it too. They just don't care. Then random MAGA Trump supporter Richard steps in and says, that is true. I adore Trump. He is the best leader of our lifetime, but most of MAGA is well aware that he's a pedophile and into incest. It's not ideal, but it's a flaw we live with. And I doubt he still acts on it. No one is perfect, but Trump comes awfully close. In other words, everybody knows he's a fat pedophile, but we love him anyway. Oh, okay. What the? Oh my God. But look, Richard low-key is the id of
I
MAGA.
think I might get lucky. It looks like it might just pass right over us.
That's actually how they all feel. All these people who are blaming Pam Bondi or blaming Dan Bongino or
Ordering myself some groceries. What should I get?
the Democrats secretly did it, or saying Trump is blackmailing
Wait,
the deep
what?
state. Every single line of argument, every single
Wait, if you're ordering from Publix, get yourself some sandwiches.
and seethe that you see, at the heart of it is exactly this. I love Trump. I love the vibes.
Clip it.
He entertains me. He makes me feel good. And since that's the case, I overlook any and every bad thing he does. Yes, he's a
Winn-Dixie.
pedophile.
Gotcha.
I don't care. I don't care. That's how they all really feel. And that's why we've always been totally vindicated when we said these people are in a fucking cult.
Yes.
Complete and utter vindication. Because you don't react like that unless you're in a cult.
Yeah.
How many times has there been cults throughout history where you find out the cult leader is fucking the wives or the kids of the people who are in their cult, but there's still people who are in the cult and they know about what's happening and they're still there.
Yep.
This is
because
exactly
they believe that he's
this
the
is the
divine.
same shit. And that's why we've seen polls that say
gross.
People who are diehard MAGA, they believe Trump over their best friends, over their mom, over their dad, over their brother, over their sister, over scientists.
I hate to say,
over
man, like
religious leaders.
I've had a lot
That's
of that
what
in
a
my
cult
own
is.
life where it's just like,
Which is why, remember, theoretically, there was some portion of the MAGA base that was anti-war. Then Trump launches an illegal and offensive attack against a country that didn't attack us and wasn't building a nuke, Iran. And suddenly, the next poll that came out said 94% of MAGA said, I support this. Should anybody be surprised that they're doing what they're doing here? Nobody should be surprised. Nobody should be surprised. To review, let's go back to all the different spin arguments here. We have Alex Jones, who initially was like, this is a betrayal from Trump. It took him one day.
that's crazy. Not even 24 hours. Like he had to sit there and just be like, all right, how do we spin this?
And now he's got people
We're already
on his show saying,
we got so much sunk into this.
well, actually,
we gotta
no, Trump is
figure out a way,
blackmailing the deep
guys.
state. That's what's happening. Oh, okay. So I guess when you felt betrayed, you got over it, which is exactly what he did. This when Trump bombed Syria. He was literally crying on air. When Trump bombed Syria in his first term, he was crying on air, saying Trump ruined everything. Within a week, he was right back to riding his nuts. Same thing. It took him a day to get over the Epstein thing and say, actually, it's
this was funny.
Trump's trying to blackmail the deep state. Then we have, was Epstein video evidence destroyed by the Biden administration? So then, oh, it's Biden's fault. Then we have, somebody's trying to make them look bad, and that's why somebody is framing them and taking a minute out of the security camera video that they released, which, by the way, again, isn't the same cell that we were told was the Jeffrey Epstein cell. Overlooks that. Then we have, why don't you just trust them? Then we have, it's definitely the Democrats again. It's not Trump. Then we have, whatever. He does other things I like. Then we have, just blame Pam Bondi. Then we have another, just blame Pam Bondi. Then we have various types of coping and seething. Then we have, you know what? Yeah, he's a pedophile. I don't care. All the other shit that led up to that final answer, no, they all actually believe in that final answer. It's about the vibes. It's about the feelings. It's about the emotions.
Yeah, they were never actually going to turn on Trump.
It's about being in a cult. And so if they were all being honest.
Yeah, well,
if they were,
this is where you have to actually force their hands. Like, this is where doing the whole, like, oh, we got to be a little nice and, decorum.
All being honest.
Ugh.
That's what they would say. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps.
Now you want to. All right. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. I want to do this Superman debate from Piers Morgan because it's very topical for me, especially because I'm going to go see that movie. Not just like theoretically. I'm going to go see it tonight. Can't wait. I just hope that this is also why I was kind of like, oh, don't flood. No. I want to see this movie. God, this is like one of the first times in years that I've been this excited to go see a fucking movie. So, that would happen. Alright, the story keeps changing. I tried to watch that before. Why is it not working? What is the opposite of Christopher Reeves? What? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Now I'm interested. Let's see. Christopher Walken. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, wow. Here. Check this out. This is live in LA. Sorry. I like how you're just like, yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. Is this the owner of the farm? Yeah, fuck these assholes. We are watching history be made. Daddy Trump and his brigade of saviors is here to make sure that we are safe from that dangerous agriculture that they were picking there. Do you understand that they were criminals? They were picking that illegally. Illegally! We must send them back. We must send them back. We must be fair, but send them back. Anyway, where's my hero? I thought we were watching my hero. Where's Tim? Tim! Get me away from this guy! Kickflip. Every time I see him now, I'm just like, oh, what a punchable face. Speak for yourself. I think Trump will demonize Canada to justify an invasion. Hey, we are only, 6 months in? We'll see. You never know at this point with this guy. 7 months? Yuck. Is there actual food? Oh, wow. This is with the audio on. Interesting. So they just have no audio for this. Holy sh... What is going on here? Oh, wow. That's the span of the farm? Holy crap, these industrial farms. You really have no concept of how big they are until you see one like this. I mean, I've driven through Wyoming and seen one, but not like this with an air... yeah, look at that aerial view. Holy crap. I mean, they often talk about the problems from the northern border, but he does NATO would get involved. Well, yeah. We got to give Canada freedom. Most of them don't even own guns. What are you talking about? Yeah, they grow. What are you talking about? They're fine. Trust me. Our Canadian brethren, I've had this conversation with even like the most right-wing ones. They, yeah. They're pretty happy. They're pretty happy with everything minus the cost of living seems to be a huge one where it's just like, all right, drive down the cost of living. I think Canadians would be pretty A-OK. most of us don't want guns. Let's do the woke Superman. All right, seems like the weather actually is passing me or has already passed me. That's also why I'm delaying just a little bit here, guys, is because I don't want to start a segment that is long-term and then have to just cancel because literally 10 minutes. About 10 minutes away from the front of this storm. That's what it's saying. I mean, it looks nasty out there, guys. Like, all right. Well, let's hope. Here we go. Yeah.
You know, this does include Chicago, also near Dubuque. Davenport is also in that. Very small sliver of southern Wisconsin. And to be honest, we still have a low threat of severe weather even back up into southern Wisconsin. There is a 2% tornado risk still in place for most of those areas. We'll continue to stay weather aware if you're in that particular area.
Thank you. I am. I appreciate that. All right. I'll allow that. All right, guys. Why is this not... Hold on. I gotta swap screens here. For some reason, this isn't working. Yeah, it's frozen again. Dude, this is the second time that YouTube's done this. What's going on today? Here we go.
James Gunn is not the kind.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh man, he's got a lot of sideshow pieces. That's fun. Sideshow is the best statue maker. I will give him that. All right, here. Here we go. Got a Piers Morgan debate, and it's right up my alley here because I'm going to see Superman tonight. I'm gonna keep saying that, and that's what they're debating here. So.
Kind of guy who's going to put an American flag in his front yard during 4th of July. And that's the kind of guy you need to be to create Superman.
I did not like this movie at all. Every man in this movie is weak and he cries.
Chris, there is one silver lining here, which I think you touched on.
Dresses, short skirts, high heels, cleavage. Thank you, James Gunn, for that.
Hollywood's has been trying to remove masculinity for it seems like the last decade.
Piers Morgan is at least smart enough for this.
Once again, it needs to be White Boy Summer to bring people back to the box office.
The new Superman movie's been the subject of intense debate and anticipation, which began more than a year before its release. It could be a make or break moment for the waning dominance of superhero movies and for cinematic blockbusters writ large.
Well, I'll say this again, anecdotal. This is the first time that I've gone to see a premiere of a movie in years.
Fans were energized by the prospect of a MAGA super
Nerdrotic.
When the first trailer was released, director James.
He used to own a comic book store.
The Superman is an immigrant, however, prompted Fox News to label it super woke. So is it going to be a classic or kryptonite? Joining me with their blistering whistle-stop verdict, Superman himself, actor Dean Cain, Gary Buchler,
worst Superman, by the way.
A.K.A. Nerdrotic from the Nerdrotic YouTube channel, Jeremy Griggs from Geeks and Games, and publisher at Film Threat, Chris Gore. Well, welcome to all of you. Right, Dean, let's start with you.
So they all suck. These guys, there isn't a single contrarian opinion here. They couldn't find a left-wing comic creator or comic.
Superman
come on.
expert, because you played it.
Well, I guess I really do need to start pushing into the comic book scene here.
Your view of this new movie.
Well, I'm excited for it. First of all, these guys all know more about Superman than I do. I promise you that right now. All geniuses.
They've never been Superman. That's the key difference.
Yeah. I think
except in their own mirrors.
I'm sorry. I'm excited for this film. I was excited to see it. It looked like a lot of fun. James Gunn had a lot of humor in that original Guardians of the Galaxy. I was excited for it. I still am excited for it, but you know,
the original, you didn't like 2 or 3.
Start talking politics, and Superman is an immigrant. Superman's actually a refugee and was adopted and assimilated into American culture.
Okay, so what do refugees become when they live somewhere else other than the... Yo, Dean! Damn it, Dean! I already knew he was kind of a right-wing dipshit, but like, oh my god. The emphasis on the dipshit part here is really coming out.
Tremendously well, and so that's a little bit different than
Isn't
I think.
that an immigrant?
Thank you.
No.
No?
It's a refugee.
Well,
It is an
refugees are
immigrant.
immigrants, so aren't they, really?
Well, yeah, but you got to understand, Pierce, the United States is the most immigrant-friendly country on the planet by far. We take more than the next 4 countries legal immigrants every year, more than the next 4 countries combined every single year.
Right. So why would you mind if a narrative is that Superman's an immigrant? Why wouldn't that be a
No,
thing
I don't
to
mind
celebrate?
that narrative, but the truth is, he is a refugee. He is a child and a refugee. It's because they're trying to equate those.
This is funny.
Things together, which I think is ridiculous because of the current politicization of that situation. So that's the part that makes me go, look, don't try and make it all woke and crazy. Keep that character as, you know, the way I like him is truth, justice, and the American way. And I was hoping that would be the case in this film, and I hope it is the case, and I'm still looking forward to it.
Okay, let me bring in the Drosy. What do you feel about this? I mean, I've read quite a few reviews spinning around online, and the general view is it's not bad, bordering on quite good. That it's not.
It's kind of 95 or like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, or as he would say, tomatoes. And that's unilateral. Like that's pretty fucking good, especially for a comic book film right now. But now now you have to go, parsing, and you're gonna go, for the review bombs too. Of course, you're gonna go for the review bombs. You're not. Are you going to happen to read some good reviews?
Not as political as people are trying to frame it. What's your view?
Oh, it's not woke at all. What Variety was doing, Mark Milken particularly, because he's really good at his job, is baiting adult pretenders into saying something stupid. And they
there
did.
you go.
And I overall, despite what I felt about the trailers, I thought the marketing they at least tried to be fun, and you didn't have like Rachel Zegler out there pissing people off for 2 years. And it was
By the way, I have breaking news on her. I went to the first night of Evita in London's West End. She's the lead, and she was absolutely brilliant. So even though she's very irritating in her public pronouncements of a woke nature, and she basically bombed the Snow White movie because of it, she's actually an incredible.
I think that the CGI did that.
Incredibly talented
Pierce,
performer.
can you ask her to stay over and do those
I was going to say that's great. Can you keep her?
That will make us all happy. We're happy to hear that she was great.
I tweeted her or sent it to her on X to say, look, just park the politics and the woke stuff and focus on your incredible talent. We'll all be very happy. Anyway, back to Superman. Back to Superman.
Back to Superman.
Yeah.
Despite all of that last minute trip where Fox News said it was
be a good girl,
woke, and people were
fucking guy.
worried it's going to be political.
Like,
no,
that's
fucking
not guy. Ew.
Problem with this movie. The problem with this movie is it's overwhelmingly whelming. It's just mid at best. I know some people are going to like it. Somebody here absolutely hates it. And we're going to get back to like a normal conversation with this, the kind I used to have in my comic shop where we'd be just fighting over plot points and story structure and adaptation of character or interpretation of character in the comic shop. And the discourse is going to be crazy. I will say without a doubt, the Snyder bros out there are going to have a field day with this.
Well, let's find a sniper bro. Jeremy.
I'm definitely not a Snyder bro. Zack Snyder does not like me, and I don't like his movies, but I liked his version of Superman better than this one. Now, I was looking forward to
Thank you for subscribing, Ed.
this movie.
I appreciate that.
I like James Gunn's stuff. I've liked all of his Guardians movies. I even liked his movie that he didn't direct it, but Brightburn. It was like an evil take on Superman. And
that was James Gunn.
I enjoyed that one. I did not like this movie at all. This movie drove me crazy because Superman is very weak in the movie, and he's always in a defensive state. Always. It's not.
That's actually very. See, here's the thing. We don't need Superman to always just be on top. That is what sucks about. This is the reason that if you were to ever give me the opportunity to write for Superman, I would be like, no, no, thank you.
Overly
Batman all day. I could write for Batman. I could write for Spider-Man, the X-Men. But Superman's the one that I'm just like, I would do the thing that most people do is depower him, or you have to find somebody that's just as strong as him. It's always the same thing because it's just like he is kind of inherently boring, specifically because he is just like unbreakable,
political or anything like that.
And then you get like bitch fest from these nerds that are just like, he's weak, he was depowered. I don't like to see Superman on the defensive. That just is uninteresting.
Not beating you over the head with the immigration stuff. None of that is happening. But when you start to pick it apart, it actually has a lot of elements where every man in this movie is weak and he cries, and they're all emotional.
Is that true?
They're all emotional. They're all
This
emotional.
is what they did with James Bond. They turned him from a steely-eyed dealer of death who, romanced woman after woman, who drank heavily, smoked, shot people.
Yeah, you know how you were just knocking on Charlize Theron for doing the same thing, you monumental fucking piece of shit.
And they turned him into this blubbing.
Holy shit! He really is just he's just a rich chauvinistic asshole, just like the rest of the rich chauvinistic assholes. But he's just like, oh, come far! No, I am not. I am so much better.
Cretin.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
And I was like, why would you do that? And then they're doing to Superman. Why are they all going to cry?
Yeah, actually, I answered the question wrong. Yeah, no, Gintama, or that's his name, right?
Never like stoic. He's never a person that
it sucks.
commands the moment. This is
It sucks to I thought One Punch Man was over because it is like very hard to write for
Superman. When Superman is in your presence, you should be in awe of that moment at all times. And half the time they're treating
No, actually, no. What? They would say that he's a pussy because all of his biggest weaknesses are literally in his brain. Is when he starts doubting himself. Like they go through it. That's the entire arc.
And he's the dumb jock in school, but we have to kind of respect him because he can throw the football far.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be happy with an emo John McClane.
That's kind of how they treat Superman in this, where they're kind of like, what do you do? And they second guess him. He always needs help. And
yippee-ki-yay, mother effer.
I didn't like it.
Sorry, I don't want to be offensive.
And again, I want to preface this. It's not against James Gunn. I hate James Gunn as a person, but I love him as a director. I think he's a phenomenal director. I think he's a great director. And all of his stuff has been good, but none of it worked. The comedy was weird. Crypto made me like Baby Yoda. That's how annoying Crypto was in this.
Ooh.
Right,
so aggravating.
Let's bring Chris in because he loved it. Chris, why did you love it?
Well, I can't say that I loved it. I enjoyed it more than Jeremy and Gary, I guess, but it is flawed. It is a movie for kids. This is kids and families will eat this up. It's a Gen Z TikTok generation Superman for short attention spans. It feels like the movie feels like a recap video of the first season of a Superman TV series. It moves so quickly. And once you, it's like jangling keys, every scene, jangling keys. But the thing it gets,
well, that's like Hollywood right now, though.
It's right is the character of Superman. I think this is early in his heroic career, so he's making more and more mistakes. I like David Cornsweet. At the same time, they changed the lore about his Kryptonian heritage, and I despise that change. I think I hope they fix it at some point in the future. Crypto, I didn't mind. People love dogs, but this is so the polar opposite of what Zack Snyder did. A more
good
adult vision of Superman,
guys.
More
when he didn't save his dad.
Serious approach. And
come on,
James Gunn took literally the opposite approach on almost every choice. It's colorful, it's goofy, it's much more comedic, and a lot of comedy doesn't land, but some of it's very good. So it's
okay.
I mean,
the thing is, I feel very proprietorial about Superman because he's a reporter, right? He's a journalist. He's one of us. So the fact that Superman actually is a journalist is a big deal for the world of journalism. We get
what kind of journalist, though?
Fairly berated around the world, and here's one of our own who's actually Superman. So let me come back to you, Dean. A present company accepted. Who's been your favorite Superman? I mean, who is to you the epitome on screen of
Christopher
what
Reeves.
Superman should
It's not
actually
a
be?
hard
Mine
answer.
would be Christopher Reeve. Right, I just
Mine
think.
is also
I just thought the
Christopher
first
Reeve.
was
Yeah,
the
it's all
best. He
Christopher.
was Superman.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, no
It's
question
the first one you've seen. The first movie by Richard Donner is damn near perfect.
about it. I remember the movie when it came out.
It aged wonderfully too.
I believe
like,
you, man.
Honestly, it's one that I
Could fly. I had seen the George Reeves
screw
show,
George Reeves.
and I'd seen that. But when I saw
It's never
Christopher
interesting. I
Reeve
could
on
care.
screen, when I saw him do that, he became the definitive Superman to me. And even as he went on, I didn't see the last couple of them, but the first few were outstanding. And even when I played Superman, because in my incarnation, Clark Kent was the character and Superman was the disguise. So I just sort of pretended I was Christopher Reeve. And he is my favorite Superman. He's my number one Superman. I thought he had that great combination of sincerity and strength at the same time. That little wink in the eye, and that little twinkle in the eye. That's Superman to me, and that to me is the number one Superman.
Well, not only Superman, it's how James Bond should always have remained as well.
Well, I agree with you there.
Now, Jotty, this issue of the
Did you watch Moonraker?
political
Like, what are you talking about?
side of it, there is a
Dude, what is this? What the fuck? It's like he only watched like the the Sean Connery version. It was just like, that's a man's man, and then he just never saw again. The two who turned out to be gay.
fictitious militarized nation
Oh wait, I don't think Dalton was gay. Hold on, I need to be careful with that.
of Moravia, which has, with
Wait, was
U.S. backing, been planning to invade the poor and ill-equipped country of
Superman drives you nuts.
Many people.
Why? What's your take on Superman, Scott? Also, welcome. What's up, man?
Kid in Giantport calls out Superman. He knows that help isn't coming from other countries on Earth.
By the way, get prepared for some of that members-only content there, Scott. You will be one of the people that it is geared towards.
Needs something divine, something stupid to save him. Many people are saying this is clearly
I do not think the original movies hold up at all. The first one does.
Israel.
The first one does. What are you talking about?
Palestine.
It holds up fine.
Jahanpur is Palestine, and that therefore it's an anti-Israel movie because it portrays the invaders as the bad guys, etc. I mean, did you get that feeling from it?
Not at all. I think the screenplay was done before October 7th, and I think you can put that allegory. I mean, you could also look at it as
oh my God. Seriously, go back to Deep Space Nine. Seriously, watch all of Deep Space Nine and tell me that's not an allegory for Israel-Palestine, please.
Russia versus brown Ukraine.
All right, so the ending was still shit. Johnny, thank you.
Minus the
thank you for reminding me. Yes, the ending shit.
U.S. backing. But it was all manipulated by Lex. It was so comical, and it wouldn't really be a great representation because the country of brown people just sat around in the desert the whole time waiting for Superman to show up in the movie. It's done very comic book.
What's wrong with that? Holy shit, this idea where they're just like, it's too much like a comic book. It's like, it's a fucking comic book movie.
I'm sure people will try to impress that impression.
You should know this.
That impression on it, but
you should appreciate this.
It wasn't there. It was just there.
God, this is why I love Into the Spider-Verse. It is so much like reading a comic, like a high impact, fast-paced comic.
I had a major moment last
I do love some Gene Hackman.
night.
Oh, he's
My
great.
daughter-
Miss Tessmacher!
So suddenly it's 13, nearly
Tessmacher!
14, going on 34. And she said to me, let's have a movie night. It was just me and her on last night. I said, great. And then thinking, hopefully it won't be one of those, 13-year-old girl movies. And she went, why don't we watch Top Gun Maverick? Which I think, Nadronic, you certainly know, is one of my favorite movies ever. And we sat and watched it, and she absolutely loved Top Gun Maverick, which for me is a massive breakthrough moment as a father. But because it means I can now.
Does that mean she doesn't like the Mean Girls movies and the stuff? Like, dude, I bet she watched some fucking My Little Pony shit that you were just like, okay.
Segue her into Rocky. Segue her into The Godfather. There's no limit now. And once we've crossed the Rubicon of Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, she's gonna watch The Godfather. I'm gonna say it. Godfather, overrated.
Will she like
That's one of my favorite Family Guy moments ever.
Pedrotti, do you think this Superman, if she likes Top Gun Maverick, or is it going to be too young?
I don't think she will. Top Gun Maverick is one of the best films of the last decade, easily.
It's fine. It's not that good. Ugh.
And this is at very best
God, they really are just like who this schlock is made for, guys.
Forgettable.
Right.
It's absolutely forgettable. There's no through line. The characters are paper thin, and ultimately, James Gunn was not the right guy for the job. We all in the nerd sphere, we all questioned if this guy who was really good at taking quirky characters, including a raccoon, and making them relatable, could he do something with a traditional character? Is James Gunn the kind of, he admitted
traditional character
himself,
dude? Have you never?
He couldn't crack Superman
shit,
until
guys. Like this guy's never read an Adventures of Superman comic book from the '60s
years ago. James Gunn is not the kind of guy who's going to put an American flag in his front yard during 4th of July, and that's the kind of guy you need to be to create Superman.
Right.
That's a bunch of horse shit. And this guy should know that.
To direct a Superman.
What are you talking about?
To write a Superman.
Okay, so Jeremy,
that's insanity.
It's a pretty.
That's insanity. Okay, so you need a propaganda. So what you're saying is we need a propagandist to write for Superman. Got it.
Reviews,
Okay, cool.
Even The Guardian didn't like.
God, he literally looks at Homelander and he's just like, "That's more my Superman."
Like it, the Man of Steel.
Look at him.
The square-faced soullessness by David Corenswet has an uninteresting crisis of confidence in Gunn's cluttered, pointless franchise restarts. The Times said James Gunn's turned the 9th big screen film into an indigestible mush. Empire's Take, the biggest saving.
Jeremy's not getting a lot of speaking time. Hence his very large frown.
Sober, cheeky,
the hell?
Cape-wearing canine sidekick. Superman may not be a great movie, but Crypto's a very good dog. But then Time Out says David Corenswet is the best Man of Steel since Christopher Reeve. So what's your view?
Just based on the one scene that I got to see, well, we all got to see it. It was like a 2-minute clip was released of him as Clark Kent being interviewed by Lois Lane. Right there, I was just like, I cannot wait to see this movie. That kind of banter between the two of them. Because again, I like I actually like the Henry Cavill. Like I like Man of Steel, but he's boring. Like his version, especially in Man of Steel, there's no what him just going, I don't know who I am.
They're saying there.
My dad's dead.
Well, the best Man of Steel since
my mom is Martha.
Christopher Reeve, of course, would be the man on the panel with this.
Right there.
I mean, so
thank you.
But
you meant
yeah, definitely not Jim Pierce. But anyway, but no, I mean, this is the problem with this movie, and I think
Jeremy describes Superman's parents in this movie as R-word hillbillies.
With Chris bringing up the tick
again, has he never read any Superman comic? Like Paul Kent
mindset, that's the mindset. This movie moves so fast, and
what is wrong with this guy?
It ultimately is, it's just a bad mix. James Gunn works perfectly with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, he's still salty that James Gunn isn't.
But
got
the Marvel Cinematic Universe doesn't work perfectly with DC characters who are more, darker and a little more grounded.
No, they're fucking not. They are most certainly not. What the fuck are you talking about? The Green Lanterns? Flash? What are you talking about? They have the most colorful fucking palette in all of comic books. This guy is... All right. This is what makes me mad. You know what you don't see behind him? This shit. You see all those? Those are actual fucking comic books that I've read. Every single one of them. That is... what really bugs me about this guy is he's talking like he's supposed to be an authority in comic books. You would think that he might even capitulate a little bit and just go, you know what I am.
At a time.
But what? To say the DC universe is the darker of the two is fucking insane. This guy hasn't read a comic book apparently in over 30 plus years.
Need a more serious tone, and that's really what happened here. I'm not against the MCU. I recently one of the few people in my sphere that liked Thunderbolts, and most people, Gary, hated that movie. And so it's not about that I'm against the MCU tone. It's that it doesn't work for
It went for the ha-has. I'm so sick of the ha-has.
Man,
I don't like joy.
Superman needs to be taken seriously.
No wonder.
It doesn't mean it can't be fun. You go back to the Christopher Reeve movies, there's some whimsical, goofy stuff in those movies as well, but Superman is taken seriously when Superman needs to be taken seriously. And none of those moments happen in this.
It's because the point is he's flawed because he's early in his career. This isn't Superman who's been here saving the world for years and years and years, especially like the Christopher Reeves one, because again, being the standard, that one was like, okay, this isn't Superboy. This one is as close to Superboy as Superman that we're gonna get. Like, this is literally like right after he crossed that.
He is on the defense the majority of this movie.
Yeah, I get
like, this is insane.
I don't.
That's also, I hate to say this, but like, this is also why I liked the Batman, is because they did a year 2 story where Robert Pattinson's Batman was like, it felt like he was still putting his whole identity together as Batman.
I like the sound of that.
Like, that was enjoyable.
He is always needing someone else's help.
That's the fucking Justice League.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Not only that, Ma and Pa Kent are stupid, dumb rednecks. And I'm from Alabama, so I get allowed to say that, okay? It's like my family is Ma and Pa Kent. They're stupid and they're dumb in this movie. And
You
as
are
a
a
person
stupid,
that
dumb
didn't-
redneck, Jeremy.
That is true. That is true. I'm thinking if you're going to cast some dumb rednecks, call my family. I mean, come on, what are we doing? But Ma and Pa Kent are very stupid to the point where you're like, okay, how did you raise this guy if you're this stupid? And I don't want to give a mega spoiler, but there's a huge, huge twist to Superman's story with his other parents, his real parents, that cancels out this whole movie.
Okay.
It's a disaster. It's a disaster what they did.
It bothers me though that they made the
it's worse than Pa. Sorry, Dean. Apologies.
No.
It's worse than Pa Kent getting letting Clark get Pa Kent getting sucked up into a tornado. It's actually
Yes.
worse than that scene.
It's worse than that.
Okay. Here's a comic book. This is a DC comic book. Which, is it dark? Is it dingy? Or is it like
That's
beautiful and what this guy would say is ridiculous?
It bothers me though.
I want to ask Chris,
because-
though, because Chris, there is one silver lining here, which I think you touched on. You said it's also refreshing to see women allowed to be sexy in a modern Hollywood movie. Heels, skirts, cleavage, and so on.
Yeah, it's shocking. So you notice it when you see it. I mean, heterosexual or normal relationships are under attack in Hollywood movies, and seeing women allowed to be
And all these guys sucking their own.
women.
Jesus Christ! What you found the Justice League of numbnuts?
Dresses, short skirts,
Holy
high heels,
crap.
cleavage, much cleavage. Thank you, James Gunn, for that. It's weird to see because it's absent from all the Marvel fare. All the women are desexualized.
Yes.
They're not allowed to truly be women. They're kind of like, they have that Florence Pugh kind of nothing body.
It's
you
like
know?
the Bond girls.
Wow.
Have all basically gone non-binary. They got to get them back.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
so
that
that
Amazon
was-
are going to reverse this trend. They got to bring the glam back. You know, make Bond
Yes.
what he was originally, and bring the glam Bond girls back.
He needs his mojo back.
You guys are gonna flip shit when it's like, what's her face? The one that they're already flipping shit that she might play Zelda.
Yes, it
What
is.
is
Stop
a
crying.
Moral of the story is they're gonna flip shit when it's a trans girl,
And start,
and they're like, oh, yeah, she's oh, wait a minute.
you know, just being Bond.
Shagging.
Like, honestly, it's their biggest fear incarnate.
Dean, I want to play you a clip. This is from you and Terry Hatcher in Superman, of course, the TV series. Let's take a look.
Hey, you got a place to stay tonight, son?
These people are goon
You can
addicts.
stay with me. Don't you think all the mirrors above the bed would keep him awake?
Count on it.
How hard can it be? Handsome, hot Superman, hot woman on his arm, another hot woman trailing after him. That's what you want at the movies.
Was Dean
This dude is actually like, this is
Kane in that scene?
What the fuck? I actually kind of feel like ill.
You know, I didn't see him.
This is gross. This is like watching your grandpa just be like, yeah. Yeah.
Where I saw
yeah.
Terry Hatcher.
Yeah, that's right. I like my girls in bikinis.
I saw Terry Hatcher. I didn't see Dean
As
Cain
you
anywhere,
should.
so-
As you
The
should.
fuck?
I think a lot of women saw Dean Cain
Yes, because you know how many.
in that clip.
This guy watched the end of Dumb and Dumber, and he's just like, "That's my dream."
Trust me. But Dean, I mean, it seemed like happier, simpler times for Superman. Less complicated.
Getting creepy.
Which I love. But here's the thing that Jeremy said that really caught my attention was that Mom and Pa Kent were really stupid, which drives me crazy because him being raised by Mom and Pa Kent are those small town American values that makes him who he is. And that just kills me because we had that in our show. We also had beautiful women, and I think Terry Hatcher was the best Lois Lane of all time. So we were very blessed.
I mean,
But I thought that
I
was
won't
so
fight you.
important because in my own life, my dad is a small town farmer from South Dakota, and my most difficult times, I could go to him and he would give me great advice with great morals and great values. And that's so much of what I thought Superman was and why he was uniquely American, which is why I love truth, justice, and the American way.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, it's been a massive debate about whether the Formula One Brad Pitt movie was going to be a hit because the narrative was Americans don't care about Formula One, even though Drive to Survive, the TV series, the streamer series, had done surprisingly well in America. Anyway, it's now turned out it's been a hit, certainly exceeded expectation. And I guess in the end, Nadrotic, in the end, money and success will talk, right? If this movie is a big hit, a big commercial success, then all the narrative about, well, he's too weepy, he's too this, he's too comedic, it's all going to disappear, and it'll be
All right, I'm
Superman's
still watching
back
my
better than
weather
ever.
report here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Superman isn't very super in his own film, as opposed to F1, where Brad Pitt is great. And what F1 did right was it didn't try to reinvent the wheel, for lack
I heard
of a better
F1 was
analogy,
mid.
but it made a sports movie, a racing movie.
Yeah, so it's mid.
And I don't know anything about F1, and I loved it.
Right.
I absolutely loved it.
I
It's the
heard
best
he was
movie
like
I've seen
Days
this
of
year.
Thunder, but for Formula One.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
In other
Absolutely
words,
see it in
I know
IMAX.
I'm
It's
going to
great.
love it already. It's like, of course, Route One. Just give us what we want. Stop overthinking movies. Top Gun Maverick was the most brilliant.
It's because you're. Oh my God. It's because you're a simpleton. It's realistically. Whoa, the Jets! Whoa, the
sequel
Jets!
ever.
Tom Cruise, baby! Whoa, I got a little man crush on Tom Cruise. Whoa!
Because everything was a
Hot
nod to the.
ladies! Oh, cleavage! Oh, yeah, you almost saw our boobies. Whoa!
First one. It was.
What the fuck is wrong with these ass clowns, dude? For real.
It was exciting. It was dramatic. It was the perfect length. And I think
this really is. This entire panel is just like, you guys are weird. You guys are just all five of you guys. Not a single redeeming quality in any of
Same
you.
with this Formula One. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to see it from the reviews I've read, many of which were like, it's not this, it's not that. You know what? In that case, I'm going to love it.
Oh, but okay, so you notice how he didn't go with an actual quote for that one, and because F1 I have heard is literally mid as fuck.
It doesn't overthink what's on the tin.
So you want mid-ass movies? He's literally making me angry with this.
It turns out people still want to see the
As a girly pop myself, these men are a big nope. Never settle for these bums. Stay
traditional
single
male
ladies.
lead. They do.
I mean, this is
that Hollywood is.
Hey.
I mean, Hollywood's.
I hope that I can at least be a representative for some of my boys out there that have integrity, that also are look at these guys and go, oh, what the they remind us of every creepy uncle that was just like, this is how you talk to a lady.
And to remove masculinity for it seems like the last decade.
Yes.
And now, once again, it needs to.
You go, Hey, what's up, female? You want to get in the car? Come on, get in the car. We go to the club. Get in sports car.
White Boy Summer.
Yeah.
To bring people
My uncle was a Polish guy that was on Family Guy.
back to the box office.
Hey, come on, girls, get in sports car.
I don't know if I've told you this, but I bumped
I have cool turtleneck and chain. Come
Barbara
on.
Broccoli recently at a dinner.
My cousin here. Look, he has matching tracksuit.
I was actually sitting with Dame Judi Dench. So imagine
I
Madame
hate to say that was one of the most
dynamic,
It was
right?
so funny.
And Barbara Broccoli comes over. I've never met her. And I said,
Conservatives love basic ass movies. They really do. They just they love mid ass shit. They love it. They lap it up. It's like, ugh.
I know you're looking for a new Bond. I said, I think it's time you went a little bit older, a little bit suaver, a little bit of grey in the hair, and bring him back as a steely-eyed dealer of death with a little.
So you want a representation of yourself who can go and creep on younger ladies, because that's also part of this that you're just negating here, you know. But Charlize Theron, you know, effing a 25-year-old man is just, that's too far for you. That's too far for you.
Little twinkle in his eye. And she said, what are you thinking, Piers? I said, well,
hell?
It's not a massive leap from Pierce Brosnan to Piers Morgan. And she said, it may not be to you, Piers, but to me, it's Grand Canyon sized.
You're a good lad.
I said, look, give me a number.
That was dangerously close to doing a fedora wave, which, no.
That makes this movie a hit. What's he got to take?
Oh, for James Gunn Superman, or what I like to call Superman's James Gunn.
Yeah.
It definitely needs to make $700 million just to make its money back.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of conjecture, but if it hits 607,
bro, every showing that I was like looking at is sold out. I was lucky to get the ticket I have right now.
700, they can move on. They can say, hey, it's a decent start. We have a foundation, and they can move on. Their biggest problem, Piers, was
you ever sleep in a bathtub just to feel hugged?
You know, launching an entire universe.
Actually,
you
yes.
just should have focused on making one good Superman movie.
Yeah,
that was their
I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a reason I have a body build.
biggest mistake, and this is not it.
Well, let's set the bar to be generous at 600 million. Do you think the drop ticket? Do you think he's going to do that? Yes or no?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
He doesn't want to sound like, he doesn't want to be quoted like as being like, this is gonna bomb.
One thing,
Jeremy,
off topic, for a small YouTube debater I've been watching lately, I think is going to debate Andrew Wilson. Oh, who?
I haven't mentioned this, but like the
That's
movie
cool.
is getting pretty well received overall from the normies, as we call them, the average moviegoers.
Yeah, 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think.
Yeah. And the audience score is like at 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's early on, so you know we always see a huge bump initially.
That's a verified audience score.
So Jeremy, will it do 600 million? Yes or no?
I think it will do 600 based on the fact that the tracking is saying around $200 million worldwide, and it does have good word of mouth from the average moviegoers. I don't think.
So that means it's gonna fucking be a hit. You're gonna see little kids in Superman costumes, and these guys are just gonna be like, "Your movie's not good. Your movie's not good." Actually, this guy is the comic book guy, and he's a disgrace to the entire community. And he's there's a reason his comic shop is out of business.
I think 750 is about as high that I can see this.
That's why you have to, sit there and wax poetic about it, there, guy.
Be doing it. If it does 750,
you're just lucky that you didn't get done in by Diamond.
Deem that a success for sure.
Okay,
yes.
Chris, do you think it's going to be a hit or not?
Yes, I do think it will be a hit.
I'll have to double check.
It's really
no,
geared
that's cool.
towards kids and families.
Also, if they're a smaller streamer, I mean, I'm always looking to do collabs and stuff like that, and also interview. And
there'll be a lot of walk-up business.
Going to be a lot more of that kind of stuff going on.
A lot of the estimates are based on pre-sales, reserve tickets, and as we've seen with terrible movies like Minecraft or Super Mario, those movies did really well with walk-up business. People walk up, families, they buy tickets. I think it'll be 700 plus.
Okay, and Dean, final word to you. Is it going to be a hit?
It has to be, because James Gunn and Peter Safran are now the head of DC Studios.
No, Geeks and Gamers didn't have a comic shop. The guy in the middle did.
And this is their flagship thing. So if it's not, then DC Studios is dead, and maybe Superman will have to get, rebirthed again, because it must be a hit for them.
All right. Well, we're leaving it on that reasonably positive collective note, I think. Gentlemen, thank you all very much.
Oh God, they're gonna lose their shit when Fantastic Four comes out. Well, here's what's gonna be fun. In about a half hour, 40 minutes even, I'm gonna have to head out to go see this movie that quite possibly could suck. I don't think it's going to. Listen, it's going to be very hard to suck. Like, what James Gunn has already done with Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, because people already, like, I was watching a comic book review guy, and he was just like, this is James Gunn's new way of, like, launching the DC universe, then he's got a ways to go. I'm like, well, this is technically the third or fourth installation now, but okay. They made Superman cry. Boo. Whoa. Oh my God, Superman cried. Oh my God. The guy in the middle looks like he's going out of his way to... Ew. Dude, I actually had a manager at GameStop get fired for something like that. He walked up behind a girl and he was like, oh, you want to see that? He like picked her up. Hand slipped. And yeah, he got arrested. So that sucked. I did not want to be part of that. Fantastic Four flick looks extremely like the when I encountered them in a long time ago. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Fantastic Four movie too. Listen, I hate people that like actively are looking to hate things like this. I really do not understand that mentality. I have never understood going into a movie looking to hate it. Now, are there movies that like while watching it, immediately I'm just like, this movie sucks. Yes, Venom: The Last Dance sucks. That movie sucks. Like, that's a bad movie, man. The pacing's off, and it sucks because it's like there's also like the little added hit there where it's like, oh, you guys are wasting Tom Hardy. This is ridiculous. Wait, what, really? Crap, did I leave my stuff upstairs? I'll smoke with y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh no, a man expressing his emotions, the horrors. Yeah, again, like the fact that like there's dudes out there that are just like, oh, this Pep guy, he showed weakness because he cried for his dead mother. It's like, seriously? I hope that with all these bottled up emotions that you guys start doing the thing that happened in the 50s that nobody likes to talk about, and that's the S rate, if you know what I'm talking about. Can only do us a few favors if that's the way they want to be. All right. Cheers, guys. I don't know. I'm going to just say this. If they do have any advice to pass on. Yeah. I mean, literally, keep at it. Be consistent, and don't be afraid to reach out to like people like me and other people within the community. Sorry, Sylvie. That was directed towards you. That is the advice that I am trying to give. Yeah, as I said, guys, I'm an open book with this stuff, and I'm trying to grow the community. I would like to see more content creators coming out of this space. Like, that's why this space is so cool. You know, like where, and I'm not talking, why did he have to name it that? Like Letterhack and everybody that's putting like this space, the channel together. Actually, here, let me link that. If you guys have not already followed, go to this space and do so. Perfect. Here we go. Boom. Like, you're kind of making a pepper patch. Now, that could work. Might get it after all. Well, you know what? I don't like seeing this guy celebrate his W's too soon. Just kidding, dude. What else we got? I got 40 minutes until I gotta head out. It's not a good role model, in my opinion. What? Who, me? He's a bit centrist sometimes, but he's young and smart. I think he'll keep moving further left if he studies up. He has time to grow. It's not like Dean or like one of those guys, is it? Because Dean and what's his face? Parker. I say those names, and I'm just like, those are some, like, I hear those and I'm just like, those are some suburban white kid names. It's Parker and Dean. You're having a sleepover, guys. Probably playing, Minecraft on their iPads. Is that what kids did back? I don't even fucking know. Little do I know that they actually were like rocking, retro gaming parties. So it was just like they actually had a very similar upbringing. Yeah, I linked the space, right? Yeah, cool. He's a lot more pragmatic and compiled than them. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, it's the other thing. He ever does need to like tag in a partner, so I can also sign up for those situations. Excuse me, Dean was a badass monster hunter doing the family business. All right. There's that. Oh, speaking of, AG is live right now. Cool. Cool. You can go check him out, but don't stray too far, please. What's this? This is the third time, dude. Oh my god. Touch responds to breaking news. No. Just no. All right, sorry guys. I appreciate like getting recommended some stuff, but oh, AG's on this space. Oh, cool. Speaking of, okay, cool. Well, then I'm lucky that I just promoted him. All right. Slobbers, Elon, and Shatters all meat riding records. All right. You know what? Screw it. Just from the title alone.
Oh, God. Not again. Not again, y'all. Not again. Rogan can't help himself. He is the meat riding Olympics champion when it comes to Elon Musk. And look, I'm gonna make a little prediction here. The fact that Elon and Trump have now officially broken up, and Elon is launching his America Party, his third party. My guess is Rogan to this point, he sort of like tepidly criticized Trump without saying Trump's name, and without like really making it known, I'm done with Trump, I'm done with the Republicans, they were con artists, I think Democrats are better. He didn't go that far, he would never go that far. He just sort of tepidly like, oh, I don't think we should get rid of due process. That's a bad idea, right? But never mention Trump's name and then go on to shitting on the left again. That's what he does, right? Well, my prediction now is he's going to potentially view himself, he's going to be a little stronger in his criticisms of Trump. Not a lot, but he'll be a little stronger in his criticisms of Trump. Why? Because his daddy, Elon has now officially broken up with Trump. And so Rogan feels comfortable like, okay, well, I got the world's richest man who I idolize. He's now broken up with Trump. So, okay, I can be a little more open and honest about how fucking disastrous this entire second regime has been. So that's my prediction is So far, it's only been tepid criticism of Trump, but ultimately, you know, he still shits on the left more than he ever shits on the right. But I think he might start leaning into it more because Elon has now left Trump. And Elon
Sylvie, can you send me his name in the
Okay.
Discord just so
Now,
I can...
having said that, as I led with,
I'll remember
the
it
meat
that way.
riding is just totally out of control.
Then I'll remember to look him
He
up.
should change the name of his show to the Elon Meat Riding Experience because he cannot help himself. And it's to the point, I know a lot of you guys have noticed this, right? It is to the point where his fellow Rogan Sphere comedians, like his fellow podcast bros, really don't like it. They really feel like, Joe, reel it in a little bit. Tim Dillon shits on Elon all the time, right? This is a Rogan Sphere staple. And he thinks Elon's a fucking idiot because Elon is a fucking idiot. But even guys like Andrew Schultz, some of the, you know, the comedians who work at Joe's comedy club there in Texas, in Austin. In fact, we covered a video, I think, that showed just how much they don't like Elon.
Wonder if Mom Donnie will get the Jerry.
And they're
I could see that one happening.
put off by
I mean, he had Bernie in there.
Rogan.
I don't know
riding
why
Elon, but he
he
can't help
wouldn't.
himself. He can't help himself. So here we go. We got another example. Let's get it.
Trying to shit on everything he does, hide all the good stuff. You didn't hear a peep about Elon rescuing those people. That should have been on all of the news stories all day long. We should have had a live stream of it. It should have been a huge national event. We're finally going to rescue the astronauts who are trapped in the space station for 8 fucking months. And this super genius, this Elon Musk character, is the guy who figured out how to go get them. His company went and rescued them because we can't do it anymore. We couldn't rescue them. We had to rely on his company, and you don't hear shit about it.
Elon has blown up 12 rockets. I believe his last 3 attempts at SpaceX launches exploded.
Yeah, they exploded. They
And then
literally
had
exploded.
Some humiliating commentary.
One of them was actually carrying like supplies for them.
Like, oh, it was a rapid, unscheduled
So
disassembly.
that's kind of funny.
No, the
Rapid
rocket didn't
unscheduled
blow up. It
disassembly.
didn't explode. It didn't fail. It was a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. This is the
That's
sort of
pretty funny.
bullshit that Elon puts out there. Joe, the guy's a con artist. Joe seems to really believe it is Elon Musk's super genius that saved those people that were on the International Space Station. All Elon has to do is say some shit, and Joe's like, amazing, mega genius. It's like, remember when he was saying like, oh, I'll save those kids that are in that fucking like cave that got flooded? And then somebody was like, your plan makes no fucking sense, and he called that guy a pedophile. Remember that? He's a con artist. Oh my God. In the he's still calling him a super genius. I can't, bro. You sat across from this man like 5 times. You can't tell something's off. You can't tell he's a fucking liar. He's lied to your face endlessly. He's the most socially
I'm
awkward
getting
man on the fucking
hammered by
planet.
this
He's a con
storm right
artist.
now. So if my internet goes out, just so you guys know,
Built his
yeah,
name through PR
it'll
and
be
marketing bullshit.
in the next like 15 minutes if it
Listen,
happens.
like, Rogan loves to shit on Bill Gates and can point out all the problems with a guy who wants that much money and that much power. But Elon walks in and, oh my God, the brain shuts down.
You had to rely on his company, and you don't hear shit about it. You don't hear shit about it. It's
You don't hear shit about it because it's fake.
crazy. You hear a few stories, they're having a hard time coming back, but why weren't they live streaming the whole thing? That's a huge moment.
Yeah.
You're recovering these poor people. Like, this is a giant special interest story that would grab so many headlines, and it would have so much ratings because everybody wants to see it. Oh my God, they're going to get the astronauts. You'd be sitting on your couch with your family. Are they going to get them? Is it going to dock? Is it going to work?
This guy watched too much Apollo 13.
Yeah.
You know,
He really did.
all that shit.
Him and Piers Morgan, they watch too many movies, like, and then go, why isn't that happening?
The thing that's so crazy about Rogan is that he has this
It's in
colossal
West Chicago, the core.
audience, and he feels
Really?
no responsibility to actually
Hold on, my cousin lives there. Crap.
know what he's talking about, right? You would think
I
that
gotta
if you're
call
going
my
to
cousin.
suck off Elon Musk on your show all the time, that you would maybe do a little bit of a deep dive to determine, hey, what's this guy's record? Like, what's he actually about? What's he actually done? So, look, I told you guys this before, but you need to go type into YouTube Thunderfoot Elon Musk. There's this YouTuber named Thunderfoot who's done maybe a dozen videos or more on Elon Musk, and he meticulously details how the guy is a complete and total con artist. He's a scammer. He sells vaporware. He comes up with a product, takes money for it, then never creates it, literally. And so, just to give you a little taste, I went back, I was doing some research on this too. Elon Musk came out in 2021 and said, I'm going to create Tesla robots. This was 2021. Here we are in 2025. How's that going? Robo-taxis. He said, we're going to have robo-taxis. He said that in 2020, that within a year we'll have robo-taxis. Here we are in 2025. How's that going? In 2017, he said, by the end of 2017, I'm going to bring us fully autonomous driving. Here we are in 2025. That shit still isn't perfected. The Hyperloop. Remember, he made this big stink about the Hyperloop, making it seem like this.
Yeah, she just said that it was like it had already passed them, but she did say that like they just got flooded.
Meanwhile, it's an idea that's been around for way longer than Elon Musk.
I just told her if she needs help tomorrow, give me a call.
How's the Hyperloop doing? Where's our success story of the Hyperloop? It doesn't exist.
Yep. Here it is.
This is a guy who said
there's I
solar roofs that, I'm going to have Tesla solar roof panels that you can buy. Where are they? Where are they? Tesla sports car, the Roadster. Remember that? In 2017, he did this big event. We've created the Tesla sports car, the Roadster. And he said, we're going to have it ready within a year or two. Here we are in 2025. It's nowhere to be found. He overpromised on everything when it comes to that. He said, you're going to get X amount of miles, and you only need to charge it, for this length of time. And experts at the time came out and said, this is bullshit. In order for the car to do what he says it can do, the battery would need to be the size of the car. He just lied. He just lied. And by the way, he took deposits for these things and never fucking delivered them. He said they were going to create a snake charger in 2016. It would automatically, you don't have to do anything, and it would automatically charge your Tesla. That's nowhere to be seen. Remember when he did the thing where, we have this nuclear-proof glass, and he took a sledgehammer and swung it, and the fucking windshield.
Yeah, so they're apparently there are these cloud bursts that are happening.
Shield broke. The whole point was, watch this thing.
Yeah, one just happened over my wife's
Thing is
work
indestructible.
too.
Then he broke it. He is a liar. He is a liar. Remember when he said, I'll have a man on Mars in a decade? And this was over 15 years ago, bro. At what point, have you seriously done no research
it's
into the
south
criticisms of this man, Joe? Because clearly he hasn't. Clearly he hasn't.
That storm's getting serious. I know. Why do you think I'm watching it so closely?
Down, face value,
this stuff
PR
is pushing
bullshit
and
that
it's.
Elon puts out
I'm
there,
watching
that
it
Joe
curve to the lake.
Elon, yes.
Okay, that was a little graphic.
That's what happens. So here we are again, guys. We all know this because we saw the.
Stay safe out there. Your power just came back on.
I covered the news stories.
Crap.
You heard about all of it. But Elon, the world's richest man, illegally hacked into the government.
I'm more worried the fact that
stole everybody's data.
I'm in the
looted
sub
the
level.
treasury, and destroyed various agencies, many of them that regulate him because he doesn't want anybody regulating him to check his power. And he cut pediatric cancer research, Meals on Wheels, the CFPB, the anti-scam police, nuclear safety officials, FEMA, the Department of Education. He fired 83,000 veterans and 250,000 government workers, cut half the Social Security offices, fired food safety inspectors and air traffic controllers, cut back on scientific research and medical research, and the USAID cuts are going to lead to the deaths of literally millions because that's what happens when you take away medicine for malaria and HIV and AIDS. And Rogan is completely incurious about any of that.
Oh,
I never heard that, or I didn't see that, or I didn't read that, or it never comes up. Never comes up.
Oh boy.
The guy that you love, that you bring on your show once a fucking month to lie to your audience, that he literally cut child cancer research, and you have fuck all to say about it. So that's why he's just such a hack now. I'm sorry, it's true. He's just such a hack now. Is that here's a guy who built his brand on being a curious person who wanted to ask interesting people interesting questions. And then now there's not any curiosity left in this guy. There's not an ounce of curiosity in this guy. He doesn't have a curious bone in his body anymore.
He doesn't give. No, he doesn't give.
Now it's meat riding Elon 24/7.
And I'm actually going to talk about
the billionaire
hurricane
apologist experience. He brings on Peter Thiel to lie to his audience. He brings on fucking Mark Andreessen to lie to his audience. He brings on Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance. I mean, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing at this point, man. It really is. But it's just amazing to me. Rogan is such a case study of good marketing and good PR can really, really dupe people hard. And you get the sense that even if I was sitting across from him and I went through the list of all of the Elon Musk cuts.
I'm still watching
and
this
he could
curve
even
by
have
the lake,
Jamie
man.
verify
It's
it and fucking pull it up and go through. Yup, he cut all these things. You get the sense even then he would try to
Yeah,
twist
this
himself
has-
into an
this
intellectual
definitely has
pretzel
the potential to
dismiss it
hit me.
and act like it's not Elon's
Crap.
fault or it's like lies or whatever the fuck. You know he'd do that. It's like when he had on that Josh Zepps guy, and Josh Zepps explained to
I'm getting hit by it right
Rogan
now.
that you are concerned about vaccines in young men leading to myocarditis, but getting COVID itself without being vaccinated, if you just get COVID, that is worse for myocarditis, for your heart. You have a higher instance of myocarditis just from the virus itself.
Well, I'm looking at this and it looks like it's in 3 different sections. Like you got the one that's like over the Wisconsin border, then you got the middle one that has like the hardest, it has the hardest rain but not wind, and then you have the one in the south that is going through like Highland Park.
And
Holy
Rogan
shit,
was like
man.
apoplectic, like that's not true. Nope, that's not right. That's not right. And then they pulled it up, and of course Josh Zepps was
Oh no, Hammond. My bad.
right, and Rogan was
Not
wrong.
Highland Park.
And it's like, in the moment, he sort of accepted it, but then
Oh damn, that's going into Indiana.
next podcast and within
Here.
however many podcasts, he's back to spreading bullshit misinformation about vaccines, and it was literally in one ear and out the other. Like he got taught a stone cold fact about actually myocarditis is worse just from COVID than from the shot for young men, and it was like he got it and then he didn't, and he went right
Lots
back
of storms
to
everywhere, even in
same old
Japan.
bullshit, and that's what we're seeing here. So he's probably going to end up being an America Party simp, bro. He really is. He's probably going to be an America Party simp. And remember, guys, what is this new party that Elon Musk is creating? Well, first of all, let's just get the elephant in the room out of the way. It's a fucking billionaire party, literally. Like, the world's richest man is making it. Also, he's South American, or South African, excuse me. He's not American. Mark Cuban is also signing up for it. Andrew Yang is signing up for it.
So
Got a bunch
take-
of weirdos who are jumping in. But it's an elite party. But then again, Joe Rogan is worth, what, hundreds of millions of dollars? So he fits right in there. It's a billionaire party. But what was his main beef with Trump? His beef with Trump was, you didn't cut Medicaid enough. I want you to cut the social safety net more. That was his beef. We need more austerity.
Okay.
So imagine a party just like MAGA, except they want more Medicaid cuts. They want to give more money and power to the billionaires and to the tech bros to make them philosopher kings, right? Elon wants to give himself more subsidies. He's already taken $38 billion in U.S. tax money. He probably wants $200 billion.
I'm worried about
Like,
this
what's the
one
party
that's
gonna
just
be?
hovering over.
It's gonna be exactly like MAGA, except maybe worse, right? And watch Rogan sign right up for that bitch. Right up for that bitch.
Davenport and
The guy who
Freeport.
just turned Grok
It's moving
into a
towards
literal
Chicago.
Nazi AI is not the guy to form a successful third party that can get mass support. By the way,
No.
as you all know, Elon's at his lowest approval rating ever right now. He's less popular than Joe Biden.
Probably
And now's
not.
the time you choose to make a political party? I mean, just none of it adds up. But watch, Joe will probably hop on board the America Party bandwagon, and that'll give him license of being more critical of Trump, but it doesn't come from a principled place. It doesn't come from a place of like, this shit is really fucked up and we should fix it. It comes from an Elon simpery place. That's what it is. Hey, y'all, do me
Elon Simpery. When he makes up words, it works, but it's also like it is funny. Again, Dickie McGee's ex. That one broke. Is it? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm getting. So we just had like on the west side, we had some major flooding, and I'm kind of lucky that I didn't get hit by that. And it's one of these situations where we have the one going through now. Is it weakening? Okay, because yeah, I was about to say the one over Davenport here. Bring up the live weather radar. Why is this not working? Again. YouTube. This is the 4th time now? I hope this is just me and my internet. I hope it's not just. I hope this is not like a broader YouTube thing because this would suck. Whoa.
For the next hour. Checking back in on Horry County, South Carolina. Severe thunderstorm continues down there on Highway 501.
Okay.
It is getting plumb wild. Not quite plumb wild on the actual beach yet.
All right, that's way far south.
But it's coming.
Damn.
Man, Brandon Coppock's got a great view. Look at that. This is back there in Polk County, Nebraska. North of York. Okay, so this is the
Okay, yeah, that's way
that we just
south
got
of me.
for Hall
Okay, I'm not going to worry
Hamilton,
too much about that.
and York
So that
counties.
one's dangerous. That's in Wilmington and Manuka. Yeah, it's significantly south.
Go ahead, Elijah.
Is that moving up, though?
Hey, Ryan. So I know we have some viewers that might be watching from Canada, and we actually just got a tornado warning in Canada that you can look at from the North Dakota radar. There's a bunch of chasers on it. We can't use any of them, but there's a bunch of chasers on it in Canada. So if it does drop a tornado, we actually should know that really quickly. It does have a very nice wall cloud on it, and it has apparently produced a funnel cloud before. So if you are in that area in Manitoba, you should be taking shelter right now.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you for that information, Elijah. In Canada,
I was about to say,
we've
please
got
go back to the lake.
A tornado warning.
Back to the lake.
And you can say, yeah, we can see all kinds of storms up here from the North Dakota radar. Let's come over here full. And you can see some of the rotation here north of, how do you say this, Boisevian? We've also, there is a storm chaser over here, Ryan.
It produced?
Big Beaver,
No shit.
but I don't think he's on the right storm. That's pretty far away from the storms that we're concerned about, I'm pretty sure. But look at these supercells. Really, really cool stuff. And by the way, guys, if you've got the WeatherWise app, you can come over into your WeatherWise app and you can watch Brandon Coppock. Okay, you can put him over there to the side. And then you can also come up here and look at the North Dakota radar and monitor these storms. But you can also look at the daggone Canadian radars too, like the actual Canadian radars. You can click on them here.
Love this guy.
They've got velocity. They've got the whole nine. Okay, so if you want to track these tornado warned storms out here in Canada, I highly recommend doing that on WeatherWise. It's a free app you can get right now. WeatherWise.app in your browser, or just search WeatherWise on iOS or Android. Dang, what a view from Brandon.
Holy shit. The Canada one, yeah, they so they got a call. Oh shit, I missed the 420. My bad. Thank you, Bloodstone.
This is a live view right now. From
I'm still like, I was looking at
the
the
storm that's getting ready to cross over Highway 81. So
that's in
Brandon's
Nebraska.
driving south on Highway 81 from Stromsburg to York. And this is a live view of that storm as it crosses over the highway north of York there.
Man, that's
this
huge.
Is in York County.
All right, I'm
What
going
an
to smoke,
ominous
and
view.
then I'm also going to run upstairs and just like 2 inches of rain in the last 4 hours. Oh, shit. That's here. That's literally outside.
Because originally I thought, okay, it's just a shelf cloud, but now that I'm on the back side of it, like it's wrapped around the back side. I mean, it doesn't look tornadic, don't get me wrong, but it looks weird, suspicious.
We're good.
Yeah, it definitely is a weird looking cloud.
Man.
I get on one of these east roads and get out.
Am I close to Nebraska? No.
Definitely. So this is once again a live look at a very strong thunderstorm that's between Stromsburg and York. It doesn't
when they
look,
go over the lake,
like Brandon was saying, it doesn't look very
I'm near
tornadic.
there.
But what it does look like is plumb daggone scary. Not seeing a whole lot of rotation. All right. But definitely low to the ground there, and a sign of strong severe thunderstorm coming into the area between Stromsburg and York in Nebraska.
The guy doing nice little, this line actually has decent winds and some hail, so I think since we're already in here, I might be playing around with it for a little bit. Copy that, yes. Fries are in the bag over here.
All right, so Campton Hills.
Incredible stuff.
Out west is getting hammered
So I'll
right
keep
now.
Brandon's audio low in the back there as we continue to monitor him. We are going to go back to North
Holy
Dakota
shit.
real quick, where we continue to have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Bottineau and McHenry counties in North Dakota. And remember, we have a tornado warning up here north of Boisevian and up there near Elgin. Both of these storms are capable of producing tornadoes. More so the one to the south, the one that's moving south of Minto. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Additionally, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that we've been tracking up here for Horry County, South Carolina, that we are continuing to watch. It is causing some problems out here, mostly north of Myrtle Beach. Like, it's definitely got everybody off the beach. And we've got some, nice looking shelf clouds coming over the beach here. But for the most part, the damaging winds and the hail and all that stuff is staying to the north. And it's now moving up towards North Carolina.
Okay, so this looks... It does look like it's actually
Additionally,
dispersing
we've got
over the lake right now.
severe thunderstorm coming into portions of Guadalupe County in New Mexico. This is racing down towards Fort Sumner. So y'all get ready for some big time hail potentially and 70-mile-per-hour winds as that gets closer to you.
Compared to a hurricane, yeah. Or higher typically, yeah. I mean, we had 120 mile per hour winds not too long ago where it was doing damage to houses. That's what happened to mine. I've been pretty open about my whole experience with that. That was, tons of fun.
Area of interest.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Wow. Holy crap. Yeah, if that doesn't produce, I don't know what will.
There's definitely dust getting kicked up. I cannot confirm whether or not it's outflow or whether or not it could be tornadic. Nothing on radar suggests.
Okay. Sorry. I'll move on. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a weather. See, this is the stuff that if I was off stream, I could just sit there and watch it. I'd be fine. But it's not as fun as when it is literally right over your house. It's like, oh, come on, man. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Oh, God. Well, I didn't lose power, so that is a good sign. Although I did just get another warning that we're getting more rain outside than my house can usually handle, so I'm gonna go take a look at that real quick. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Okay. I wonder I couldn't find him on Twitch. Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, no, it was looking tornadic, and that's also why I was kind of freaking out a little bit. Because I was like, oh, that wouldn't be, like, the first time that we've had that situation happen right where we're at. Where it's just like, oh, dude. That just happened last year. We had, like, a small, like, tornado produced that, like, went right over us. Grand Island in New York. Looks like crap. See, yeah, Panic, just let me know what you think is gonna come from that cell that's coming from the west that is supposed to produce in Chicago around 10 o'clock. Like 9, 10 o'clock. Oh, that's funny. What up, Bryant? How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm actually about to sign off in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so, because I'm going to go and watch Superman. And I will give you guys my my breakdown of it. Trying to figure out as far as what? Oh, the like precipitation levels. We're gonna be getting like flooding, because that's what we're most worried about right now. I don't give a shit about the tornado warnings. No, not tornadoes, flooding, because we just had 2 flash flood warnings, and then I had another just normal flood warning. Oh, here we go. Got another one. Area flood watch. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh shit, are you in a flood zone? You could consider that. If we get enough water quickly, like, here's the thing. My house technically sits on a hill, so it's not like my house would get, like, buried, but I'm in a sub-level here, so it's one of those situations where if the street floods, I'm flooding too. So, gotta be careful. Well, if they make it over you, considering how wet the ground is, yeah, it's gonna contribute to that. Well, it looks like I mean, I'm insured, yes. No, I'm insured, but I should probably, you're not wrong. I should probably move, like, some of the stuff before I get out of here. Yeah, you gotta leave before it floods where he is, unfortunately. Yeah. But they also do the depreciation stuff. I know, whatever. Unless you want to stand in water for days, which sucks. Yeah, see, yeah. That's where I'm a little concerned about this. That's also why I'm like, oh, god damn it, I gotta go to this movie. I hate having anxiety. This is literally like what this is it. This is like, shit. Man, I can't just move all my stuff. That's not how that works. I would have to miss that movie for that, and you know what? The odds that this is going to hit us. Although I don't want to play that game, because if I start playing that game, then that's dangerous. That's a dangerous game to play. Oh shit. Did my internet just go out? Oh. Okay, so my internet is now currently crapping out. That's fun. That's real fun. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go see my movie anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna be careful here. Yeah, because now I'm back up on Twitch. Here we go. Yeah, keep my session up. Don't start a new session. It started a new session, damn it. You gotta love, yeah, I love a good storm. Well, no, that's why I'm kind of upset right now, because, yeah, it's gonna be weaker by the time it hits me. Okay, good. Meta. Yeah. Oh, great. That's fun. I just had a whole bunch of people that are just like, whoa, hey, check you out. I think I just got put on the front page because I just started. Oh, that's too funny. That kind of sucks. Oh, man. That means this is only going to be like a few minutes long. Crap. And I got anxiety through the roof. Always been a calming thing for me. Welcome in the end of stream. Well, here's the thing. Again, guys, like I'm already kind of like skittish about this whole storm thing. The fact that it hit us the way it did. Like, man, if you guys could hear the way that it sounded through the walls where it ha 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 ha, Kaz. Zing. Kayak stream, best stream. Oh, that'd be the worst. My stream goes out and I show back up and I'm on my phone. I'm like, well, guys. Oh, no. I don't want to put that out there. Okay, so how should I do this? How should I do this? Here. Yeah, screw it. You're staying here with me. Put these up here. Yeah. Here. I think I'm good now. No, I'm not. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, no, I am not. All right. Put this up here. This. Don't care if that gets destroyed in the slightest. Okay. All right. Like, okay, so, okay, forecasting maybe some thunderstorms like 3, 4 a.m. with, oh. Cool. Cool. That works for me then. Oh, you like that? You like how I'm going just through my stuff and I'm just like, okay, care about this. Don't really care about this. What time do I have to head out? Well, no, the thing that I'm worried about is me getting to the damn theater. Because, like, we have some, like, I'm not sure if you guys have this, where even, like, on flat roads, we have, like, these weird, like, and it's always at intersections. I don't know why. But at, like, the four-way, it just, like, it does this, like, huge pooling. And it just stretches out to, like, the middle of the road there, and it's, you never know how deep they are, and you just can't go through them. Yeah, it sucks. It's one of those. Man, I've been saying that a lot today. But I want to smoke with y'all. We're about to hit 3:20 in the program. I guess that'll be our 420 for today. Since I honestly did this as like a well, actually, much to one of our viewers' chagrin. Sorry, Sean. He wanted me to do a phone stream today, which then it would have only been an hour long. Then I couldn't have hung out and panicked about the storm the way that I did. I mean, I really... You guys got to see me just be like, oh, boy. No. Well, with your tires, I agree. Yep. Although that will not be a problem coming up here. Although it's currently a problem, so. All right, let's do this real quick, and then, yeah, I gotta get dipping. Yeah, I bet I'm up here by Pep, and the only natural disasters that freak me out are earthquakes and hurricanes. Yep. flooding, man. Flash flooding's no joke. Cheers, guys. Oh, man. Tsunami. Tsunami. Excuse me. That's, tsunami. Howard Stern jokes. Wow. That one hit me. I love how, like, all of my stuff got fritzed out by what just happened there. Okay, that's fun. Guys? Holy shit. They're running from ice. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Hey, guy on the bike, you might want to move. Yeah, guy on the bike, I would move. I would move. Although he is doing something that is a little smart there. I mean, yeah, you're going to get your bike crushed. Holy crap, dude. They're getting chased out. Watch out. What'd they expect? Yeah, let's see if they make it all the way down the line here, because there was another protest. Damn it. Man, I gotta go. Wait, guys, I have to check in. Let's see. Is Agenda free up? Is our boy Steve here covering this? Having a total, like, volcanogasm? Agenda free. He's not live. Okay, so he's not. Oh, Steve. Poor Steve. It's just not with it. This is really interesting to just see, like, because, man, that's a large fucking farm. So, like, these guys, are they going to meet resistance up here? Because I remember I saw, like, protesters up here in the other side. Did they run off in APC? Yeah, I mean, it's funny what they can't do with their toys. Although I'm worried that, like, they're going to try and give ICE more protections and all this shit. Like, trust me. This is going to get darker. A lot darker. That's some next level land ownership. Yeah, it really is. All right, guys. Well, I actually do have to call it. I have to get going. I'm going to go see Superman. Best Superman movie. Actually, hold on. Controversial opinion. Best Superman movie, Iron Giant. There we go. They're doing it anyways. I don't know how it matters. Yeah. What's up with the RSV? What's going on here? I don't know. Well, that was Ice getting it is the best Superman movie. All right, we are in agreement. Cool. But all right, guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow, normal time, 4 o'clock I might be lying. Who knows? If I pop up on 2, let's don't hold me to it. But no, I'm gonna try and be here at 4. But I will catch you guys later. Let's see. Can I leave you with this? Yep. I will do that then. All right. Love y'all. See you guys tomorrow.
Who the heck is Pep Talks? I'm not gay, but I fantasize about Marco Rubio. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Let's eradicate the Kung Flu. I'm literally coming. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Who the heck is Pep Talk? They want our women. They want our children. Pep Talk. Sometimes no means yes. Grab them by the Pep Talk. Grab them by the Marco Rubio. Obama is a racist. Pep Talk. I'm literally coming. I'm literally coming. Pep Talks.
We found weapons of mass destruction. My fellow Americans, it has been confirmed today from Pep Talks that we are indeed all